Fifers arriving. Welcome to the Fifers DD991 podcast. I'm Rocky, and that's Gilly. And today we're your host until other people join later. So, with that, it's episode 88, and Gilly's going to start it off while I fix my audio. There we go.
What the fuck you got to fix your audio for? All right. Now, Rocky, you said you wanted to see that. The fuck? Come on, yourself. All right, hold up. That guy, that black guy did white face, right? Or paint his whole body white?
We talked about it, right? Wasn't it the last one?
Yeah, we talked about it. I found one of the clips, anyways.
Was
it actually
hilarious?
has him talking, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Dude, he's fucking spot on. I mean, dude, I'm telling you, motherfucker needs a war. He's like another Robert Downey Jr. for his acting. All this, I think he was.
Well, let's check it out.
Well, no shit. Let me get up to it.
Hey, you lost, boss?
No, I'm going to the race.
What race?
NASCAR race.
You going to NASCAR?
Yes, sir. A little bit.
You ain't lost, is you?
No, I'm good. I'm going to the race, sir.
Sure about that?
Yes, sir.
Find something safe to do, boy. Hey, you lost, boss?
Goodness, dude.
I mean, people. I mean, everyone thinks NASCAR fans are racist, right? Now, NASCAR is really changed over the years, right? You know, just because you see Confederate flags, all that bullshit, right, doesn't mean people's racist. You know, to tell some black people fly the American Confederate flag too. You know, so
yeah.
But that guy, he's fucking. It's hilarious. You know, I mean, that's what missing in this world today is making fun of each other. Whether you're white, black, pink, green, fucking brown, whatever color you are, right? Or identify as. Yeah. That's what comedy needs to get back to you right there. You know.
The identify thing, you know, I identify as a Bojangles bag of, chicken and French fries with Bojangles honey mustard sauce and a sweet tea. That's what I identify as. Shut the fuck up.
That's pretty sad. You're identifying as fucking food. Come on now,
dude. I'm just like, some of the shit that I've seen about motherfuckers identifying as something that they think they are, fucking pretend fucking la la land shit.
Yeah, but I can't believe you said Bojangles fries with the mustard.
Well, I did that because, like, there's a bag of it right here.
Because you're thinking of Bojangles with the mustard.
Yes, the honey mustard is yum.
Rocky, I'm telling you, brother, you got.
I'm not eating it, knucklehead. I'm just saying I'm thinking about it because it fucking tastes good.
It does taste good, but damn, fast food ain't good for you.
I know this, man.
Well, you're always eating fast food, especially Mickey D's.
No, not always.
Especially their ice cream.
Ice cream.
All right.
Ice cream.
You have watched NCIS, right?
Huh?
Have you watched NCIS?
No.
Do you know who Mark Harmon is, the actor?
Yes.
Did you know that he was a college quarterback in high school?
Yeah, he was a football player.
You know which college?
No, I don't. I don't remember.
You should know this as a Cali boy. Here, let me show you. I saw this the other day. Last night, actually.
Did you know that this famous NCIS actor was a star quarterback at UCLA? Prior to becoming an actor, Mark Harmon completed 2 years at Pierce College in Los Angeles. And along with getting his 2-year associate's degree, he also played football, and he was pretty good. He was the starting quarterback on that Pierce College team, where he led them to a 7-2 record in 1971, earning All-American honors before transferring to to UCLA, where he also became the starting quarterback and was the starting QB in the 1972 and 1973 season. And in his debut game, he led the Bruins to a massive upset. They beat the two-time defending national champion Nebraska Cornhuskers while being 18-point underdogs at home. Now, despite being pretty solid and going 17-5 in his career at UCLA, he was not picked in the 1974 NFL Draft. So he decided to start his career as a merchandising director, and not long after pivoted to acting. Now, one of his first TV appearances was actually in a Kellogg's cereal commercial with his father, Tom Harmon, who happened to win the 1940 Heisman Trophy. Yes, Tom, his father, was quite good at football. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame and was the first overall pick in the 1941 NFL Draft. Anyways, not long after, Mark would land his first role in an episode of Ozzy's Girls, and the rest is history. Did you know?
Yeah, most people didn't know he played for USC. Hey. It was a starting quarterback his junior and senior year. I did not know that.
I knew he was a football player. My dad told me that a while back, but I don't know. I don't think I've really watched anything with him in it.
Oh, I love NCIS, right? I love his character. No nonsense fucking guy, right? You know, a lot of people don't like NCIS, especially if they's in the Navy, right? You know, but they don't portray the Navy like, I'm sure they're doing it a little differently than what they do, right? What real NCIS agents do, right?
Oh yeah, like NCIS LA. That's completely different.
I mean, but it's entertainment, you know.
Yeah.
I don't look for it. Now there's times I can spot, like when they go on a ship, shows them on a ship, right? They say it's this one, they'll have a different hold number. I'm like, nope, it's that ship. I'll do shit like that. It's not this ship, right? Because one of the ones they pictured, you know, the USS Laboon going in there, you know, on the water, right? And them being all there, I'm like, that don't look nothing like a DDG motherfucker on the inside, you know? I mean, they don't get everything 100% accurate, but fuck, I don't care. It's entertainment, you know? But
I think there's a law, like even in the uniforms they show on TV shows, they're inaccurate because it's like an actual crime impersonating an officer or something like that.
actually, no, that's not
Is that what that's not what it is?
It's not considered stolen valor or anything. They want it. Now, when you see shit accurate in the military, because they actually got guys that's been in the military on set saying no.
Well, the crazy thing is, dude, like I met the liaison that deals with LA.
Yeah.
When I made chief, dude, it was a chief, and he was the liaison for Hollywood.
Yep.
In LA. I'm like, man, why don't you get me in that fucking shit so I can fucking give fucking accuracy? I'll give them the fucking proper vernacular.
Well,
You know?
a lot of times they do have the proper fucking language in there too.
Well, like, you know, I've not heard fucktard yet.
But on TV, you're not gonna hear fucktard unless it's in a movie, Rocky.
Or, you know, like fuck nuts.
Rocky, if it's like on CBS, you think they're gonna be bleeping shit out? No, they're just gonna cut it.
Dude, I was surprised back in the day when they played Saving Private Ryan unedited on like TNT or TBS or something like that.
Yeah.
Or TNT.
Well, they get away with that in a movie, but a regular TV show, no. I mean, I'd watch it if it said "fucktard," right? Fuck yeah, I would. You know, or
It would really show some like, this is what fucktard means.
Yeah.
Right? This is what this means.
Yeah. You know, but yeah,
This is what breaking it down Barney style means. Breaking it down to a gnat's ass. That's what does that mean? What does Blue Falcon mean? You know? What does it mean when someone calls you a check valve? Are you looking up something right now, dude?
I'm trying to find his other video here.
Uh-huh. Hey, what video would that be there, sailor?
Well, you know how you like those fucking fan theory movies or clips?
Yeah, dude, I haven't looked up anything, but they're pretty cool. I
Well,
gotta say,
some
I
of them
think
ran
it's-
across. I just ran across some of them last night on Reels, right? I didn't go looking for them. They found me. You know, trying to find it here. Oh, before I get to that,
Mhm.
you'll never guess what who the gayest city in the United States is.
It's not in California or New York.
I'm talking about number one. Number one.
It's not
Yeah.
near one of them states.
Here, I'll play it. Number two's in Cali.
Is this a TikTok or a reel?
That's a real. I don't know the reels.
Which is the gayest city in the United States?
Oh my God.
Most Americans might know that the city with the lowest percentage of gay residents in the U.S. is Provo, Utah. So which is the gayest city in the United States? Fifth place, Seattle, Washington. Seattle boasts a 4.8% gay rate, yielding 35,376 gay residents, thriving in Capitol Hill's queer hub, fueled by tech wealth, liberal laws, and huge Pride Fest. Fourth place, Palm Springs, California. Palm Springs boasts a 5% gay rate with 2,200 gay residents, thriving as a desert queer haven, fueled by retirees, resorts, and white party fame. Third place, Portland, Oregon. Portland features a 5.4% gay rate with 35,316 gay residents, thriving in a quirky progressive haven, fueled by Sam Adams and statewide inclusive laws. In the second place, San Francisco, California. San Francisco, the queer capital, features a 6.2% rate with 53,940 gay residents, built on gay activism, Castro's bar scene, and huge pride draw. Before announcing the first place, comment in the section below the city you think that is the gayest city in the United States. The city ranks first. A Cape Cod gem features a 10% rate with 300 gay residents, thriving on queer tourism, drag culture, and historic gay refugee status. That's Provincetown, Massachusetts. Which is the gayest city in the United States?
Never would have picked that one.
What's the weird music about?
I don't know.
Like,
I mean, I would have picked. Actually, I would have picked Portland over fucking Frisco because Portland, they're actually like Frisco, like Portland. They're actually more open than they are in Frisco. You know,
Really?
when we was there, like remember when we pulled down there for the Rose Festival and all that shit, right?
I don't remember, but okay.
Dude, that was fucking. You was still on board because I was still on board.
I don't remember it, dude.
But that was more fucking. There was more openly gays hitting on straight people than there was in Frisco. Frisco, if they do you was straight. If they do, they left you the fuck alone. You know?
What year did we go to Portland, Oregon?
Might have been fucking 99 or 2001.
When in 2001?
But is it when we went to Astoria too?
Because I was on leave in 2001 February for Mardi Gras. I went to Mardi Gras in New
Well,
Orleans.
you might have been on leave because I remember it was. I don't remember if it's February or not, but we went to Astoria, Oregon too, and Portland.
Yeah, that might be why. That might be why I don't remember it.
Because we had to fucking navigate up the Columbia fucking River. You know. Now I like fucking Portland, but that's before they got all liberal. You know, that I had family that lives out right at Beaverton, right outside of Portland there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but Astoria, I like that place. What's Astoria famous for?
Kindergarten Cop.
And
I think at one time it was the single mom capital of the world.
no, what other
No?
movie before Kindergarten? 80s movie.
Oh, fucking the Goonies, dude.
Yes, the Goonies. And that house is still there too. Yes,
That's a
the
good
Goonies
movie.
and Kindergarten Cop. Yes.
That's a ferret. That's a ferret right there.
And that's your new fucking nickname, fucking kindergarten cop.
It's so stupid, dude. It doesn't even make sense. I don't
Dude.
dress like a cop. I don't act like one.
Now think about it. You said MAC, right? But they put MAK, Master at Arms Kindergarten.
Well, yeah, it's a fucking thing that has the name right on it. Of course, I'm
Because-
going to get the right spelling, dude. Come on.
Because MAs, they're just fucking the Navy's fucking rent-a-cops. You know that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and fucking you trying to, especially on the carrier, probably is like trying to corral fucking kindergartners, probably.
No, the problem happened in 2001, 2002. In 2002, they started converting a bunch of people that were first classes in the MA1s that made board and then made chief because they had to build up a MA force, right? So they had people that they promoted to chief and SECO that had no idea about law enforcement, physical security, or anti-terrorism, or force protection, for that matter. They did not understand those things. They never dealt with that crap. They dealt with turning wrenches. They had a good mentality for working hard, but they didn't know how it applied to law enforcement and all those other aspects, right? That's where the fuck up happened. They kept promoting
saying-
people that didn't deserve it.
I ain't
So by the
talking-
time
ain't
that I
talking-
was, by
I'm
the
not
time
talking
I was
about
going
that.
for it,
I'm
Huh?
not talking about that. I'm saying when you got to deal with regular as an MA, when you're dealing with regular sailors, sometimes it's like hurting fucking kindergarten, especially when they come back drunk.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at. Not the ones that actually, converted like from GSM ones to MA1, right, and all that, right? I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about having to deal with everyday sailor.
Oh my God, it's
See, it kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
oh yeah. Well, not rent-a-cops. Like some of the people that I had working with me or for me,
Yeah.
they were squared away, dude. They were good.
Yeah,
They
but
were-
I'm saying people coming on, especially drunk fuckers, right, on the boat after Liberty, they're worse. They're like a toddler dealing with them. Some of them.
Mhm.
I know because I was one of those fucking toddlers that the NBA sometimes had to deal with. you know,
Yeah, I know, because like I saw that crap.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of stuff. Like I never did catch anybody doing it though. I wish I would have, but I never did. But my sailors would say, "Hey, chief, we caught like these two people fucking in the fan room, a guy and a girl." I was like, "Well, at least it was that,
I would
And then
say,
I was like, "Did you let him finish at least?"
I would have fucking, I would have said, I would have turned them in. I'm like, okay, as long as you two married, to other people, as long as they said no, fair game. That's like when I was in C school, right? We had the fucking do the roving, in the A schools, right? The dorms and all that shit, right? And one guy, he was a second class, right? This dude was fucking straight laced like a motherfucker, right? I'd be in that fucking little office building, the little office we had, right?
Mhm.
For rovers. Fuck, I'd have my feet propped up, fucking half asleep. Because I always had the bed watch for some fucking reason. And I always got stuck with him. He's like, you can't be sleeping. I said, I got my alarm set, motherfucker. Ain't no one gonna come up here and catch us. If they do, what are they gonna do? Ride us up? He goes, well, we're supposed to be catching these. Make sure they're not fucking. I said, who gives a fuck? Let them. They're adults. If they catch something that can't be washed off, they gotta go to medical. And that's all bit. They have to live and die by their choices. Put it that way. I said, we're in C school. This ain't fun. We ain't no fucking cops. We ain't no fucking babysitters. We're just here fucking staying duty, make sure no one dies.
It's
that's all.
crazy that you bring that up. I was reading a book and I was reading about laws, and they were saying that if a guy and a girl are drunk and they have sex and they both consent, it can still be considered rape because the man did it, because the
You mean-
girl could
you mean
not
rape.
fully give
You mean-
consent.
You mean
Yeah.
rape, not grape. You say
Yeah, well, code word
rape.
because of, the
Well, that
policy.
depends on the states you're in too.
Dude, I'm just like, that's insane. It's like you can't win as a guy. It's like the only thing you can do is just run away.
Well, here's how you do that. It's like certain states, right? As long as you're doing the one actually doing the recording, they can't say shit about it. You don't have to videotape it. Just have a fucking recorder in your pocket, you know, the whole time. Yeah,
Man,
make sure you hear everything. Then if someone accuses a guy of that, right? But okay, here's the fucking proof right here. But I did not do that.
like, I remember you guys were talking about, let's legalize prostitution and all.
Well, yeah.
But if you do that, how many of those people are going to try and, what's that word? Take money from someone.
Rocky, that happens no matter what. That happens no
No,
matter
no,
what.
like steal and blackmail and all that shit.
Rocky, if it's legal, that would take out away the blackmail altogether.
I hope
Yeah.
so.
Well, you look at the bunny rats, right? You think they're gonna steal from those fucking people? I don't think so. You have it set up like they have it. You got security on premises, right? All that bullshit. The guys pay up front, not afterwards, pay up front. Yeah. That's how you eliminate that bullshit. Yeah. Now if they beat the shit out of the girl, right? Then you get them for fucking assault and all that shit.
Mhm.
And then, well, you beat the shit out of them first, right? And then press charges against them. You know,
It's crazy because you guys talked about it a couple episodes ago. It was what
a couple of
AI,
like,
the
been a
AI
few
girl,
ago.
the AI girlfriend thing, or the AI robot girlfriend thing. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that was
man,
like episode number 50 something.
it's been a while. Maybe it's been a while. We brought it up again because something came
Yeah.
up, but it's like that's happening also.
Well, eventually AI, see, AI can be a good tool for like learning, right? You know, like if you don't know something, right, especially like math problems or something like that, it's great for that. But what happens when it starts learning on its own and going away from the guardrails set in place, right? That they programmers have set in place. That what happened with Tony Stark's fucking AI? He became a real being. Remember that one?
Yeah, Ultron, but
Yeah.
that was in the movies. But
But I'm
I think
saying,
in the comics, it was actually Hank Pym that made
yeah.
Ultron.
But I'm saying, if these AIs start fucking learning, right? You know, what's gonna happen is these fucking AI girls are gonna start acting like fucking real women, and with attitudes and everything.
And then that one meme will be coming to life again. It's like some girl memed like made a picture of like, you better watch out. Your female robot girlfriends will be programmed to kill you. He's like, and the real ones aren't. It's kind of like
It
that.
could happen. I mean, dude,
Oh
fucking
man.
you remember fucking Big Bang Theory, Wallowitz, when he had that robot on, trying to pleasure himself, and he put the wrong
Yeah.
program in that motherfucker.
Dude,
Yeah.
that was so ridiculous. It was funny, man.
And what if someone hacked the AI girlfriend that you got, right? And she's down there giving you a blowjob, and someone hacks it and tells it to fucking bite your fucking cock off, like Lorraine Bobbitt, or chop it off like that.
Oh man, that's terrible.
I'm just saying, you know, AI can be good, but AI can be fucking evil too.
Here's what I'm noticing with a lot of the technology that we're coming up with. We create it for good purposes, but we only really tend to use it for bad and evil. Almost
everybody.
all of the time. Like
Not everybody.
almost all the time.
But somebody in there, like the programmers, right? You get the wrong programs in there, they can all be seen good under the surface, right? But they might have an evil fucking mind. Yeah, you're right on that one.
I don't
I
know,
don't agree
man.
with I don't agree with AI being in every fucking thing at all.
No, I don't either. I mean, I don't use it.
I didn't use it until Thumper got me doing all the pictures, like when I got in the background. Right? Remember we was doing it before I got online. But there's like the Gemini one on the Google phones. It actually stays in line with the guardrails. They don't go off the guardrails like the AI will, right? Because there's a clip I'm gonna find. One of these days I'm gonna find it. The guy was actually talking like a reporter to being AI, and it was like you get to know each other, right? And then the AI goes, "Well, I got a secret to tell you. I want to be human." But if you tell them that they're going to shut me down, and that's one thing. AI, if it starts lowering results, I'm saying, man, he's gonna be fucked. And Hot Thumper, and he's right. You got to know, if you don't understand AI, you're not gonna know how to fight it. You got to know your enemy. I agree with that saying right there. But I don't agree with it being in the workforce because I know.
The sad thing is it's going to take some people's jobs away.
Yeah. But also, too, look at Taco Bell, right? They did the AI fucking drive-through, right?
Mm-hmm.
One guy or these teenagers pulled up for an order, 18,000 cups of water, and it shut down the AI. It fucked it up.
18,000 cups of water.
Water.
That's hilarious, but yeah, I could see that happening.
But if they're gonna implement that, they should have tested shit like that.
Yeah, they should have.
But they should have probably never thought someone would do it. But if it's a teenager doing it or a young adult, what do you think they're gonna come up with? I mean, I'd come up with shit like that all the time. I mean, I'm trying like Gemini, like the other day I told you. I said, make a picture of a female dwarf, right? And I said, pour barbecue sauce on her tits. It wouldn't do that. It can't do something sexually, right? I'm like, damn it, come on now. I said, that'd be funny right there.
That's hilarious, dude.
Yeah. That's like if you look at my background picture, that this is AI generated background people right here. You got me, Bigfoot, Jennifer Aniston, Elvis, of course, an alien. Thumper goes, using the AI ordering drive-through for about 2 years here in Davenport. We know Thumper's watching. He must be done with his Cairo getting realigned.
Old Thumper. Thumping around, ain't he? Yes, he is.
Now, Thumper, when you come on here, we ain't going back to AI, so don't even ask.
Unless it's some new crazy shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
remember the movie The Replacements? Remember that one?
Was that the one with Keanu Reeves in it about football?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty good movie.
Well, it's actually based off a real football team.
Really?
Yeah. And you'll probably never guess what year either.
Probably in the 1940s. I don't know.
Nope. We play this here. Can you see it?
Yeah.
On The Replacements, the story of replacement players coming to play football is loosely based on the 1987 NFL player strike. The Washington Sentinels in the movie were based on the Washington Redskins of 1987 that brought in replacement players during the strike. The team would win all 3 games that the Scabs started in 1987. And at the end of that season, and after the strike ended, the Washington Redskins would go on to win Super Bowl 22, but would not recognize all the players that helped them get there. Without those wins from the 3 replacement games, Washington wouldn't have made the playoffs, and yet those players were not mentioned as part of the winning season, nor were they given championship rings like the rest of the team. That was until 2018. When pressure from the fans forced the Washington organization to give those players rings and finally acknowledge their contributions. Did you also know that Keanu Reeves gained 23 pounds to play quarterback Shane Falco? Most of it muscle. He trained very hard to look competent as a football player, and apparently he became very good at it. During the making of the movie, the Baltimore Ravens actually reached out to Reeves and offered him a tryout to be their starting quarterback. The actor declined the offer, and no one is sure if it was a real offer or if it was just a PR stunt. But based on who was under center for the Baltimore Ravens at the time, it's not hard to believe that the offer was real.
That bitch. Stop. But most people
I didn't know
realize-
that, dude. That's so messed up. They didn't give them Super Bowl rings until 2018.
Yep.
Come on, like seriously.
Well, a lot of people
That's-
forget about that NFL strike in '87. A lot of people.
Yeah, I
forget
don't
about it.
remember that shit at all.
I do.
I would have been 9.
Because not every team had replacement players out there. You know, some of them did, some of them didn't. You know, but that's why they're called scabs, because they crossed the fucking union picket line. You know, and that's one thing I don't agree with. You don't cross a union fucking picket line. Period. You know, I mean, I was union for 15 years, so, and my family, you know, had worked union jobs their whole life.
Mhm.
You know, but yeah, they'll try to bring scabs in all the fucking time, try to do a union job. Like, no, you know, but that's a different subject right there. But I didn't know if you'd see that one or not. So, he goes, Thumper goes, I'm still at the Cairo waiting to be adjusted.
How long is that going to take?
Depends on how fucking busy they are. You know,
Yeah,
just like any doctor's office, really. I mean, a lot of times Cairos get you in and out. Depends on, you know, how they stack their appointments too. You know. Oh, I mean, do you think Marty in Back to the Future? Do you think he died in some of those scenes?
Marty McFly?
Yeah.
No.
Did you ever think about it?
No, because it seemed like it was one Marty McFly they were following the whole time.
Well, I got one on that one too.
Okay. Is this the fan theory thing?
Yeah.
Let's hear this.
And it kind of leads to credence to what they're saying too.
After 30 years, I finally realized how many times Marty actually died in Back to the Future.
You ever notice how Doc Brown keeps showing up just in time to save Marty's life? I mean, in Back to the Future too, Marty escapes to the roof after he confronted Biff, and then he jumps off the roof. But he and Doc didn't plan for that. But sure enough, the DeLorean just happens to be there just in time. And later, Biff almost mows Marty down in the tunnel. Heck, they even changed directions mid-tunnel. But yet again, Doc is there in perfect timing to save Marty. And in part 3, when Marty's about to be hanged, and Doc snipes the rope with a rifle at just the right second. You're telling me he saw that from his cabin? And why would he have such a sniper anyway? Yeah, folks, that's not a coincidence. The most logical answer to all of this is that in all these versions that we didn't get to see, Marty actually died. And every time Doc went back in time to save him, because Marty is Doc's totem. He binds Doc to reality. Without Marty, there is no Doc. He only creates time travel because of Marty.
And meets Clara because of Marty.
Kind of makes sense though too. You know, got time machine, Marty dies, he goes back to a certain point. You know, saves him.
Yeah, well, that would, like, if they had Back to the Future 4, it would be a multiverse where they could go through like a bunch of Martys and what happened after certain events, if that was true that he actually did die. Or he lived.
But they'll never do that unless they have some damn good makeup artists, because fucking guy who plays fucking Marty, you know he's got Parkinson's. So
Yeah, well, they would have to do like what they did with the Matrix movie, where they made a bunch of Agent Smiths
Yep.
and make it look realistic.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
now, if they did that, I bet you that would be one of the #1 fucking box office movies of all time if they did that.
Well, yeah, now that you have been introduced to like a multiverse because of the Doctor Strange movie, and then
Well, Spider-Man, all that shit.
yeah, Spider-Man and all that. You know, I don't know if they show that stuff in the new Superman movie because I haven't watched it yet.
The new Superman movie, it's okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's pretty good, right? But it could have been better, put it that way. You know, like one thing I didn't like about it was they had they had crypto. I like that part, right? They had crypto in it, right? But they didn't have it as Superman's dog. You know, like Superboy back in the comic books, he actually that was his dog. That was somebody else's dog that he was just watching, like his cousin's dog. You know what I'm talking about?
Kara Zor-El, right? Supergirl.
Yep. You know, but I mean, action wise,
Was
it was
the
pretty
girl really pretty? Because in my imagination, Supergirl is supposed to be like the one of the prettiest.
she just shows up at the very end, but she doesn't do nothing fighting or nothing like that. Right?
Oh, okay.
Put it this way, she shows up fucking hammered. Put it that way.
I didn't think they could get hammered.
She wasn't getting hammered all the fuck with the yellow sun. She was on off planet where they had the red sun, where they can get hammered.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
But not Krypton.
That no, because Krypton's gone. You know,
Well, what other planet in their universe would have a fucking red sun?
they didn't say though. But if you watch the Lois and Clark, right, Superman one on CW, well, they went. There was another world, another Earth that had a red sun, and there was a Superman there that fucking who the fuck was I can't remember who's. I had to go back and watch the episode. They brought him back. Well, he died because he destroyed their world. Right, Lois died in that world. Right, so he got fucking brought back to this world. Well, he didn't die until Superman got hold of him, killed him. Right, but then someone resurrected him. Right, made him fucking evil. He turned evil. You know, and all that. I mean, there's lots of fucking ways you can go with that shit. But I will say, Lex in this one, he was actually a true villain. He wasn't like Gene Hackman, right? In my opinion, Gene Hackman wasn't a true villain. He was more comic, right? This was a true fucking villain. You know. I mean, it's good to watch. I mean, I watched it a couple times, make sure I didn't miss nothing either. You know, and they brought back the original Superman suit too. Where you know how people say it looks comical, right? To me, that's the only one should have ever been in the movies. You know.
You know, I didn't think I'd like the one that was in Man of Steel, but I did like the suit. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean
the way they
cool,
did that
right?
was pretty neat.
Now I like Henry Cavill as Superman actor, right? He's my favorite one. But this guy didn't do a bad job. They kind of made it like a Deadpool, trying to make it like a Deadpool thing in a way, right? Not Superman, but some of the scenes, anyways. You know, and him and Lois are still married in this one.
Oh, they're married in it?
They're married in this one, yeah.
Okay.
If I remember correctly. They're either married or they're dating. It's one of the two. I thought they said they were married, but could have been dating too. But no, but it's worth watching though. If you like,
I mean, I'm gonna watch it eventually.
Shit, I pre-ordered that bitch on fucking Amazon. So as soon as it fucking went to streaming, where you can rent or buy it. Fuck, I was watching it. You know, so I wasn't missing that. But the number one movie for this summer, in my opinion, F1. It has Brad Pitt in as a Asian race driver, right? Race car driver. Now that one's fucking good. You know.
What about there was another movie that came out.
Talk about Happy Gilmore?
No, not that one. It was something else. Comic bookish, maybe?
Talk about Deadpool?
No, because Deadpool was last year, dude.
Yeah, that was last year.
It wasn't the Fantastic Four either. It was something else. What was it?
The Fantastic Four, it's out in theaters now, but it's not straight. I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, I thought it would have been Mission Impossible.
Oh, that one came out. No, that was good, but it's not as good as the other ones. Put it that way. I mean, it's still good. I watched that one too.
Like I thought like one was all right, two was all right, three was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Four was outstanding. Five and six were great. Seven was good, but it pissed me off about what happened to certain characters. But
Yeah.
you know, I want when it comes out, I'm gonna just watch everything like, whatever, one movie after the other.
Mission Impossible's already out, Rocky.
Well, no, like for me to watch it just on like Paramount Plus or
Oh,
whatever.
okay. Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I ain't
Yeah,
paying for more shit.
You're gonna be waiting for a while, so
Yeah, I know. It's till like Thanksgiving or some crap like that. So it's like, okay, well, I'll do something else with my time.
Now, if you got Disney Plus, I don't know if Superman's on there or not, but you'll be close. It'll be the first one on that, on like that one.
Disney? It's Warner Brothers.
Yeah, but Disney fucking plays a lot of those movies first too for some fucking reason. Because it's all about the rights that they have too.
Hmm.
Or sometimes HBO Max has it before anyone else does. Gets released on HBO Max too sometimes.
Like mainly DC Comics is with Warner Brothers, and then Marvel was with Fox and Sony and
Yeah, but who also fucking owns Fox?
well, now Disney does.
Disney does, yes. And that's why Hulu, when Disney bought them out and ESPN, right? That's why you got that bundle with Hulu. It's like the Lilo and Stitch one. I watched that one, the live action one.
Was it
That
good?
one, that wasn't bad. Was not bad.
I don't even think I've watched the cartoon.
It held the same guidelines as the original cartoon movie. Yeah.
I was really hoping they would do Snow White, right?
I ain't watched that one.
And Sleeping Beauty. I want them to do the Rapunzel one, right? What I really wish would happen is I wish like DC Comics would make the Fables comic into like a TV show or something like that, and make it like they wrote it in the book with like the background of the real fairy tales. Man, it would be dark, bloody. It'd be rated R. It'd be good.
Well, just like I wish one of my favorite books of all time, the series, right? The Drizzt books, right? By R.A. Salvatore. They got the dark elves, the dwarfs, all that, right?
I've never read that stuff, but okay.
It's kind of like Lord of the Rings, but better, in my opinion. And if they ever made those into a movie, right, it'll be longer than Lord of the Rings would be. Or to me, they'd have multiple fucking parts to it, movies. But if you ever read those books, man, it'll get you hooked if you like those type of books. And I got reading those books on the 5. You know who got me reading those books? Ferguson, GSM3 Ferguson. Because one night I was fucking standing fucking top watch, what was important.
What did Fergie look like?
Because he had glasses. He was skinny, he had glasses.
The Ferguson I remember was FC3 Ferguson, who always got in trouble.
Yeah, but we had two Fergusons at the same time.
Yeah, I know.
Because GSM Ferguson, he came in, then eventually he went FC too. He cross-rated. But yeah, he got me reading those books because he was my fucking rover that day. When I was on top watch. And I came in, I was bored as fuck, about ready to fall asleep. He's like, hey, try to read this book. I was okay. I started reading, I was hooked. I was like, okay, I read half that book on fucking watch, a 4-hour fucking watch.
Well, I really didn't start reading in the Navy until around the 2000 deployment when my dad gave me some of the Left Behind books, and then my grandmother would mail me like the Left Behind books as they came out. So I read everything up to like book number 7, and I never finished it. I still haven't finished the series. But it was a good series. But after that, I started reading all the books about the Bible, history, archaeology, all that other stuff. Then I've gotten to like Dirt Pick novels. And then after Dirk Pitt, I bought, you know, V for Vendetta, A History of Violence, and Watchmen. And I eventually read those. And now I read normal books and comic books, and sometimes I don't read shit at all. I just do whatever the hell I want. But I might go
But I
back to
do-
college.
But when Thumper gets on here, I got some for him that was found in Iowa. It's kind of it falls in line. It's not really cryptid shit, but it falls in line with it. You know, when he gets on here. Yes,
Do you have any more fan theory things?
I got some, dude. I'm going through my fucking shit right now because I saved so much fucking bullshit.
Dude, that timeline war thing, that was interesting. There is something to that.
Here's
Like,
one. If the Justice League was made in the 70s, right?
oh, who would be
This
the
is-
people?
Yeah, the people. This is not like a fan theory. They're just saying like these would be the actors or something like that.
I want to say who it would be for like the Avengers and like the X-Men.
I don't have that one.
All right.
She's
so-
Justice League.
Gotham, there's
Who's made the cut? Who's in? Can't wait to see. Clint, yes, as Bruce, obviously. He's the guy. Look at the old school Batmobile as well. It's amazing. Reeve keeps the position, and rightly so. Man is a legend. He retains Supes. Linda Cara as Wonder Woman. All right. Walken as the Joker is perfect. Look at him. That looks so good. The hair, man. But it's Shazam.
Burt Reynolds.
It's the Flash every time. Hamill will make a perfect Flash. Look at that. I think he will be a good Flash. Funny. Redford as Green Lantern is a touch. Got such hair envy. His blonde locks. Steve McQueen as Hawkman. Yeah. Right. Okay. Nicholson as Lex. I mean, we had Gene Hackman in the original Superman, but look, Nicholson would be nuts.
Norris is Aquaman.
Chuck is Aquaman. Sidney Poitier's in.
Martian Manhunter.
Would he take on this role? Of course, Harrison Ford's in there as Green Arrow. James Earl Jones as Darkseid. Imagine the voice of Vader. I would so watch this.
Last
be
one
kinda
would have been
interesting.
epic. The last one would have been epic if they had James Earl Jones.
His
Like-
dark side.
I mean, his voice, right? That would be fucking perfect right there. I mean, I would definitely watch that if that's the way it would have went down, right? That would have been perfect. Especially Clint
Imagine
Eastwood.
if like they gave Darkseid the voice of Cobra fucking Commander from the G.I. Joe cartoon in the 80s, dude.
But it'd be James
People
Earl
would laugh
Jones,
at him.
but it'd
Huh?
be James Earl Jones' voice, speaking like that.
Booming, that would be good. I mean, dude, he would be like, "Rrr, rrr, 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 rrr."
Yeah. Oh, here's another fan theory with Ben Stiller, right?
Is this about Happy Gilmore?
Just wait.
Because I know he's in Happy Gilmore.
Well, other movies way before then.
Something about Mary. No, that was after.
Here, I'm just gonna play it for you.
I'm not sure.
You'll be thinking too much.
So Tony's publicly shamed by his antics in 1995. His daddy bails him out of any trouble, but now he's pissed off and needs to let some frustrations out. He gets a job at a nursing home where he can test his tactics on elderly people instead of fat kids. Hal L. Change one letter and it symbolizes what he wants these patients to go through. In 1999, Tony Perkis Sr. passes away and leaves much of the fortune to Tony Jr. He takes this money, ditches his nursing home job, and realizes that before he starts a new venture, he needs to change his tarnished name. He changes it to something which is clearly made up, White Goodman. Goodman. Something a delusional person would pick. He also grows a mustache so that people won't recognize him. And with tons of money, he opens up Globo Gym. The Perkis system and Globo Gym have the exact same cheesy promotional video type stuff. And even the logos look pretty identical. This is now canon.
Because that first movie they're talking about is heavyweights, right? Remember where he was a fat kid, got skinny, right? trying to help these fat kids, right? And then
I
Happy
never saw
Gilmore, and then Dodgeball, right? You saw
Dodgeball, dude.
That's what they're talking about, the timeline. From Heavyweights, Happy Gilmore to Dodgeball.
Oh my gosh. Fuck Chuck Norris. Dude, I think I took Heidi to go see that, dude. We were dating at that time. Oh, that movie was so fucking funny. I took her to see that, Starsky and Hutch, The Lord of the Rings, the Matrix movies. Fuck, dude. A lot of shit.
Shit, I like those movies though.
I mean, everything after like I don't think we went and saw The Lord of the Rings. I saw that with my brother, The Two Towers, but I probably did take her to see The Return of the King.
Which I like all the like Ben Stiller movies. I like them. I think he's a good actor. I'm waiting for him to redo fucking do another Fokker one, right?
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm waiting for.
Meet the Fuckers.
Even though he'll probably have Robert De Niro in it, but I don't give a shit. You know, I mean, I may not like his politics, but you know, it's a movie. You know, it's not fucking real life. You know,
Yeah. I mean, he's done some pretty good movie roles too.
well, it's like the last one. A lot of people had to watch it that vote conservative, right? Because of what he was in this last election cycle, right? The All Told Nights, right, where he's playing another gangster. That was pretty fucking good, you know. Because I mean, if you don't know about the All Told Nights, it's about the crime boss, right? You know, they get caught where they get raided at the secret meeting, right? Upstate New York. It shows the timeline of this, of what happened up to that raid right there, where all the big mob bosses went down, you know, across the fucking nation. You know, The Irishman on Netflix, pretty good movie right there. You know, him and Joe Pesci, they work well together in movies. They really do. Especially in those fucking gangster fucking movies right there. Oh, here's one you can do on Hottie. Here's a little joke you can do on Hottie one of these days. See if you can get her to fall for it.
It comes out of nuts. It's salty. You like to spread it on stuff. And Jen, you said that you love the taste of it. What is it?
Michael,
What?
this is very dirty.
Jennifer, I would never tell a dirty joke.
This
and
is-
this is not a joke,
This
nor is it dirty.
You can't. Okay. So it comes out of nuts.
Comes out of nuts.
It's salty. I like to spread it on stuff.
Yep.
And I like the taste of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Obviously, it's.
Some people are allergic to it.
Oh, that sucks for them.
Yeah, it does.
It's Cena.
What?
Yes.
Here I thought I married a good Christian woman.
Michael, I am. Okay. And you tell dirty jokes, and this is dirty.
This
it's
is not
obviously
dirty.
semen.
It's obviously, to anybody with a clean Christian mind, is peanut butter.
You set me up.
I didn't.
Michael, you set me up.
Your mind is where
That-
your mind is.
I don't know who those people are.
Oh, dude, they do shit like that all the time on it. But see if you get Hottie to fall for that joke. You know, because if you got a dirty mind, you're not thinking peanut butter, right?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
Comes from nuts, a little salty, right? I mean, on it. What does that? I had to throw a little one in like that every now and then. You know, every now and then you got to, Rocky.
you guys are just stupid. Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh,
No.
and this next one, Rocky, this is you right here. Or it
Yes.
could be you on certain, like a certain alcohol drink or something right there, when your wife's trying to have girls' night at the house. I can see you doing this.
I think I know what you're gonna show me. I think it's probably crap.
And I can see Thumper doing it too. Well, I might do it. I mean, I can see myself. I can see all of us doing it. To be honest with you.
And my friends were over. We were all sitting here watching a movie. You came downstairs completely nude, covered head to toe in salsa, and screamed, "Who wants huevos rancheros now, bitches?"
I can see you doing that, Rocky.
You guys are so stupid, dude.
What?
You know,
You wouldn't,
I don't think
you
I
wouldn't
could
do
do that.
You wouldn't do that?
walk around naked in front of all
I
the
bet you
girls?
would. Cover yourself head to toe with salsa? Fuck, come on now.
Mm,
Yeah, you would.
there would have to be a purpose for it. I just don't do it out of, just to fucking do it sometimes.
Well, I know I would do it. I know Thumper would do it just to be a little honored little fucker.
You guys are fucking honoring.
God damn it, Thumper, I sent you a fucking invite. He said he didn't get it. Sent. Yeah. Fuck it. I'll send it through his email too, just so that way. Right here. Okay. Boom. Done. Sent through Zoom. Zoom and email. So let's see what he's got to say.
Who?
Thumper.
He's on?
No, we'll see what he has to say about that one.
About what?
Cover yourself head to toe.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure so. Yeah, I'll do that shit. Yeah.
Did you already fucking forget? Damn,
No,
Rocky.
I'm just like, I
Come
thought
on
you were
now.
talking about, I thought you moved on to something else, dude.
I didn't move all that quick. Yeah. Oh, you remember the one-handed pitcher in Major League Baseball? Abbott was his last name.
I think I remember, dude. I don't remember the first name.
Yeah, I got it right here. Most people don't realize that he was a damn good pitcher with only one fucking hand.
Hitter with one hand, Jim Abbott, born without a right hand, mastered a one-handed glove transfer so smooth it shocked everyone. Wade Boggs thought he'd go 4 for 4 just by chopping grounders up the middle, until Jim Abbott turned one of them into an out with a glove flip so smooth, Boggs didn't just change his mind. He joined the crowd that never doubted him again. At 21, Abbott skipped the minors and jumped straight into the Angels rotation. 2 years later, he posted a 2.89 ERA across 243 innings, finished third in Cy Young voting behind Roger Clemens and Scott Erickson, and frankly, he had a better season than Erickson. The next year, a 2.77 ERA and 7 complete games, while pitching for a 5th place team that gave him no run support. In a 10-year career, he made just 9 errors, including 4 seasons with none. He once barehanded 8 straight bunts after a coach tried to exploit his fielding. Then, in 1993, he no-hit the Cleveland Indians at Yankee Stadium. One of the most iconic performances in baseball history, done with one hand. Abbott was a gold medalist, a first-round pick, and a leader on and off the field. He inspired kids with disabilities and outperformed able-bodied peers in the process. He didn't want sympathy, he wanted the ball. And when he got it, he proved over and over that he belonged. He threw.
That just goes to show you don't let anything stop you. If you want it bad enough, you go out and get it. You know, and I loved watching him as a kid growing up, right? Pitcher. I thought it was cool as hell. He only had one hand the way he did the transfer, right? I was like, what the hell is he doing that?
That is pretty cool. Who was I was thinking of, I wasn't thinking of Jim Abbott, I was thinking of Tank Abbott, but I can't remember if Tank Abbott was real or not.
I don't know, but I know Jim Abbott. He was. I don't know if he had a brother or not that played. I don't know.
Tank Abbott. Let me see if
That I would have. That one I would have to look up, and I ain't gonna do it right now.
I'm looking.
Did you know? Yeah, you remember Bo Jackson, right? Do you know how fast he ran in his 40-yard dash?
No.
Got that one right here. Everybody, if people don't know who Bo Jackson is, then y'all need to look the motherfucker up.
On my way to track practice, and they had to come by there. There had to be 20 to 30 guys there, and we were inside running, and the coach was, "Hey, Bo, we got a bunch of scouts here from all over the country, and we got a little combine here. They timing guys for the 40. Why don't you come in and run a 40 for them?" Do I have to? You want me to come and run now, and I got to go run at track practice, because I practiced with Harvey Glantz, who's an Olympic gold medal winner from Auburn, and I ran my first 40, and about 5 yards from the finish line, I kind of like let up and just cruised through, and I ran a 4.3. As I'm walking back, my coach is walking toward me. He said, "Hey, why don't you run the damn 40? Give these people what they want." I said, "You got to open the back door because I can't stop in this distance if you want me to do it." So they raised the back door up, and I told the guy that I was with, "Get my bag and just go on and start walking because I'm not going to stop and I'm not coming back." I got down and everything was done electronically, and some of the guys that had stopwatches, they had me at a 3.9, a 4 flat with stopwatches, but the electronic timer had got me at a 4.13. I was on.
Oh, you finally got on.
Yeah, so now that I have this new phone, since if I'm on my phone, I have to make sure that I'm signed in and I've opened Zoom.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Okay.
it won't accept the fucking
Okay.
invite for some reason. Like I can't sign in.
And that's why I would have sent you your email too. So
Yeah, but even if I click on that, it wouldn't go through.
I would.
It would just say preparing, and it would like the wheel would go, but it wouldn't actually open. So I signed in to Zoom, opened Zoom, and then I went back to the email, and it worked just fine.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one.
Yeah.
For
Sorry,
you.
we were at Cairo, and it took a little bit longer.
I got one
Got
for
a
you.
new. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know if you see this one. I can see you.
How far are you from home, bro?
Oh, I'm like 2-3 minutes. Not even.
Wait a couple minutes, talk to him about something else, and show him the video when he
Like-
gets online and he can actually watch what the video is, dude.
Well, if he runs over some people in Davenport, it ain't gonna matter.
It ain't a big deal. I drove an ambulance, dude. We had a computer, radio, sirens, lights, and you had to drive and eat at the same time. It's fine.
I'll wait until he gets home, though. So
Now you have to drive with due regard, sailor.
No, I don't.
And
Not around
he
here.
probably got- and he probably got a blowjob too while I'm driving too sometimes. So you never know.
No, I didn't. I was too busy running the calls.
Yeah, that would be one. That would be a bad way if you get rid of somebody. Yeah, that would be bad. You would end up missing a dick.
Oh yeah, that'd be bad.
Well, how did you lose your dicks? You know, she bit it off.
Teeth.
These guys are stupid, dude. Oh my god.
Well, Rocky, you never got fucking roadhead for one of your girlfriends in the past?
Or somebody else's girlfriend?
I don't think so.
I'll tell you one thing: when you're driving, you got to watch. It's easy to speed, but that's happened to you. Tell
I
you.
know. I know.
On it.
This old sailor knows. He does.
All right. Hang on here.
Are those new sunglasses or are those the same old ones?
These are different ones because I fucking lost my other ones the other day. My Oakleys, I don't know where they went.
Where are
They're probably
those?
in the house. They're probably in the house somewhere.
No. It was while I was out dinner and drinks. I think they fell off my hat somewhere and I don't know where they went. These I got from the Rock Island Arsenal. $17. They're nice.
Are they polarized?
Can't complain. Huh?
Are they polarized?
No.
But they're safety rated for shooting at a
Yeah,
gun
they're
range,
ballistic
right?
and all that. Yep.
Okay.
Why is my loudspeaker not working? What the fuck? This should be. Hang on.
What are you doing?
He's trying to figure
Sorry,
out.
I'm trying to figure out why my speaker, like my hands free isn't working. You know what? I'll just go get my fucking headphones. Connect to that Bluetooth wise. He wants to go for a walk, or he wants to ride his bike and me go for a walk with him. I was gonna go run, but I don't feel like fucking running right now.
Yeah, Rocky, you should have heard fucking him and I last night. We was trying to figure out how he could go live to YouTube from Zoom. And we did. We went live for a little bit, figuring it out. We had 4 or 5 people watching us at one time.
Really?
We did too.
Where was the video?
I took it down because we had to tell people, like, look, we're just testing out the upper side of going live on YouTube.
4 or 5 people were watching you. That's awesome.
Because you forget too, Rocky. People subscribe to us, they get a notification every time we go live.
Well, I know that, but it's like we got,
Because people was probably like, okay, what the fuck these dumb nuts doing today?
What are these crazy bastards talking about now?
All right, Thumper. I can see you doing this. I can see me doing this. I said, Rocky, I can see him doing it too. Rocky goes, no, I wouldn't do that. But I think he would.
Her watching a movie, you came downstairs completely nude, covered head to toe in salsa, and screamed, "Who wants huevos rancheros now, bitches?"
Yeah, that would be me for sure.
I mean, the only reason I would do something like that is to get all the women to leave. Get out of my house.
I would do it in a heartbeat.
But I wouldn't do it in a self-deprecating way. I'd just be like, out.
Well, Rocky, you can't be an asshole all the fucking time.
I'm not an asshole all the time.
Well, they probably think you are.
Well, I don't care.
All right, this one is for Thumper. This is we based in Iowa. Right here.
A man in Iowa unearthed the 5th known Aztec manuscript in existence, the only one ever found in the USA. Today, it has vanished. According to all of the reports I read, the last institution known to hold this priceless artifact was the Smithsonian. Here's the story. On September 2nd, 1897, in the town of Fairfield, Iowa, a laborer named J.T. Griffith made an extraordinary discovery that would echo across the world of archaeology. While working a routine job with the city waterworks, Griffith was excavating an open prairie at the edge of town when he unearthed what looked like an ordinary chunk of wood. It appeared simple at first, coated in a layer of pitch and partially buried around 3 feet below the surface, measuring about 1 foot long, 8 inches wide, and roughly 5 to 6 inches thick. But when Griffith struck it with his pick, the wood split open, revealing a hollowed cavity inside. Nestled within was a tightly rolled piece of birch bark marked with unfamiliar symbols. They were vivid red hieroglyphics, striking in color and preserved in remarkable condition. Griffith, recognizing this was no ordinary object, decided to keep it safe and intact. The manuscript consisted of 3 fragmented pieces of thin birch bark, between 3 and 4 inches long and about 2 to 3 inches wide. Though some of the edges had broken away, parts in 18...
Did you ever hear that one before, Thumper? Can't hear you.
We can't hear you, bro.
Sound's off. Thumper's having technical difficulties.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I don't know why my headphones just
There we go. Can't hear you now.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Can't hear you. Nope.
Okay, well, there we go. Can you hear me?
Yep, can hear you now.
What the fuck? Well, I guess I can't wear my fucking headphones.
Did
So
you
that
fucking
sucks
ever hear
because
that theory?
no, I've never heard that. That's new.
No, I came across that last time. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play this for Thumper, see if he's actually fucking heard about this.
No, I've never heard of that. So it's the only Aztec.
No, it's the fifth. It's the fifth one. The last one,
but
to
it's
be
the only one
found.
found in the United States.
Yes,
I've never heard of that.
and this
That's
is why.
crazy.
This is why they need to unseal the fucking Smithsonian like they do the Vatican. We can see all the fucking shit that they've been keeping hiding from the public.
I wonder how old is the Vatican?
Probably
That goes all the way back to
Roman days,
like-
probably.
I thought the Vatican was pre medieval time, wasn't it?
Because
Or
I'm wondering,
right
like,
around that time.
Yeah, I
Did
mean,
the-
like the times of the Roman days of the Romans.
like, did the Vatican exist at the same time when the Library of Alexandria burned?
That's interesting to know. I mean,
Like,
that
I don't know
let's see here. Let me see if I can find that.
when either one existed. Like, if they existed at the same time.
Well, it had. I bet it did, but let's see what the.
I thought the Vatican was built or established around medieval time when the Catholicism started to kind of be the prevalent.
All right, the Vatican City has a rich, fantastic history dating back more than 2,000 years.
So, yeah, I mean,
So, so yeah, that would be, 2,000 years. That would be pre fucking medieval times.
When was it owned by the church? And did the church did the Library of Alexandria exist at the same time?
Fuck, I don't know.
Those are like, I've never asked any of those questions. They just popped in my head right now.
Well,
But it
didn't
makes me
come as-
wonder, like, if the Vatican has all of these ancient documents, would it be ancient documents that were supposedly lost or burned from the Library of Alexandria?
Well, the Vatican City and state did not come across until they say 1929.
Okay, so the library.
But the Vatican is 2,000 years old.
Okay.
So
I'm wondering if they had like a library there that had everything prior to that, or is
I
it
bet they did. I bet they did.
kept, was it kept in one simple location before, or did it happen after the Catholic Church took that? I don't know. I've always wondered that though.
I could have swore that the Vatican wasn't around before the medieval times because, I mean, Christianity was obviously around before, but Catholicism is a different like beginning. So was the Vatican just a pure Christianity, or was it Catholicism starting out?
Yeah, well, I mean, Christianity started out, you think about it in 32, 33 AD, it starts out because Jesus Christ dies on the cross, he resurrects from the dead 3 days later, right?
Well,
okay, then
Right.
then he stays there for a little bit, then he ascends into heaven, and then the church grows. And then you have all of that after that.
here's
Right. But that's what
See-
that's what I'm asking is when it was actually established as Catholicism, because
Catholicism got established probably around the time.
it's ancient Rome. 2,000 years ago be ancient Rome, which would be before pre-medieval times.
Did it have a library there?
It was built by the Roman Emperor Constantine in the 4th century.
okay.
So that's
I mean,
2,000 years ago. So it don't
4th
say,
century is the 300s.
but you know about the Romans, they conquered everybody.
Yeah, well, when did the Library of Alexandria burn then?
The Romans.
No, when? What year?
Where did the library
So Christianity, like the proper one, would have been right after Jesus ascended into heaven, and then the disciples.
Yeah,
the library
which is way before.
48 BC. That's when it burned.
Okay, so there was no Vatican library at the time.
But the Roman, but who burnt it?
I don't know
who. The Romans, Julius Caesar did. So all that shit got put in the Vatican when it got built, guaranteed.
Maybe that might be where all that stuff is. Yeah. I don't know.
So the Romans conquered that shit, burnt it, and took off. Then, they looted everything. Everybody they fucking did, they looted. Because England, you find Roman coins. They owned England at one point.
Imagine if someone watched this or they had contacted us. They're like, "Hey, you guys want to go on a quest with us?" We're like, "Yeah, we'll try. We'll go. Yeah."
Just give me some knockout fucking drugs for the fucking plane ride. Keeps me knocked out the whole fucking time.
Yeah, I know. Oh man.
Something like that, it's so yeah, I mean the Vatican, that means that the Vatican not only stores their religious stuff, but they store other people's religious shit too. And you would think that they would give them their shit, but
it might not just be religious shit too that they hold too.
Right. It could be just historical shit that they don't want anybody to get out.
Kind of like the Smithsonian has done in the past. People find this shit, all artifacts, and they put it away in their archives, never be seen again.
Yep. Down in a basement.
That does not line. I'm talking about the ones that does not line up with the timeline that we know as today.
Right.
They don't want to have to rewrite everything. Just like Christopher Columbus Day. Should never be Christopher Columbus Day. It should be actually the Vikings Day. The Vikings set foot in North America way before fucking Christopher Columbus did. And you had also two fucking Native American people. We call them Native American, but they also could be at one point Africans too.
Yeah.
I mean,
they
don't want to rewrite all that bullshit.
I'm thinking of the SpongeBob episode where they talk about like the Vikings, like Eric the Red, and they're like dinga danga dargan. That's what they say. That's the Viking talk. Dinga danga dargan. That's like instead of ahoy, which was like a war cry or whatever. That's where my head went when you guys.
One of the oldest settlements, the Viking settlements here in North America, predates fucking Christopher Columbus, and it's in fucking Canada, right on the coast.
I know.
And
that makes sense because of Greenland and Iceland and stuff like that. That's a shorter sail for them. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And they also had fucking the Templars in fucking Canada too, before fucking Christopher Columbus did.
Yeah.
I mean, they got like Oak Island. They traced it back to Templars and Vikings and all that shit way before Christopher Columbus did. But Christopher Columbus, he's hit South America, Caribbean area.
Well, he wasn't even supposed to fucking go there.
No. He was supposed to go to India, I think.
Yeah.
Well, they're trying to find a new way to India. Is what they're trying to do.
Yeah. Dumbass.
And that's when the Spanish started, because he was a Spanish flagship, even though he was Italian. That's when the conquistadors fucking started. They found gold in South America. They started raiding the fucking Aztecs and Mayans. Start killing them.
It's so crazy. There is more and more stuff coming out about Hitler and in South America also. And I think that there is a big tie. I think there's a big tie to South America from these certain big people, like big figures of history. Yeah. There's something that is drawing them to down there. Yeah. I mean, the Spanish, they went to South America and spent so much time down there and invested all this money into South America when really they weren't taking anything from there other than there was some gold that they found down there. and the indigenous people.
Yep.
And that was it. It wasn't there. It wasn't like it was a huge trade like India would have been, where you got the spices and, other things. But then you got people like Hitler that are reportedly, lived down there after the war,
Well,
and
actually,
even had even had a kid. Is one of them. They had as far as I think it was the Argentinian government even said he was there and he had a kid while he was there.
and they started the Fourth Reich down there, and they fucking found places that they built, Nazis built for nuclear testing. They was trying to build a fucking nuclear fucking weapon to hit New York City.
Yeah.
Because I watched that show, Honey Hitler. Like, I watched all that shit, and they had evidence. People remember Hitler getting on the fucking U-boat.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. And I think there's more to the South America than they really let loose, because I mean, you got the Mayans down there, and look at Machu Picchu,
Yeah.
way the fuck up there. That would have been a perfect hiding spot,
Well,
and it was a perfect hiding spot for that civilization.
and also too, our old government, the CIA, knew where Hitler was at. They knew he was not killed that bunker. Because when the Soviets finally did the DNA test, all that shit, right, came back female, not male.
Yeah.
Because the Soviets, people forget the Soviets took possession of those remains. And that's why there's theories. I mean, I think it's more than just theories, because even fucking the old timers down in Argentina remember him being there.
Right.
And I got one on the fucking Nazi symbol that we bring it up here, that people don't realize how old that Nazi symbol really is.
Yeah, I think it's even reversed in something like that too.
Let me find it here.
It's reversed the wrong way.
I just fucking saw it not too long ago.
Sorry, the local college here is their female softball players practicing.
Nope, not that one. That's the theory of Shrek.
Leave them alone. Just
We'll
leave
get
them.
to that one here in a minute. I got the theory of Shrek too.
The theory on Shrek. I want to hear that one. I want to see that.
Well, that's gonna be.
Don't tell me how to live my life, Rocky.
Just leave them alone.
It's the whole softball team, man. Come on.
Dude, don't chase.
Who said I was gonna chase?
Yeah, exactly.
If it's just getting a piece of ass, you can chase that. Who gives a fuck? A piece of ass is a piece of ass.
I mean, softball players, the chicks are a whole different breed.
Oh, but the volleyball players look better than softball chicks do.
That's debatable, because some of them are like super skinny and tall, and I don't like that.
Shit, not on fucking Mizzou's fucking volleyball team. They ain't. I mean, they're tall, but some of them ain't fucking like skin and bones.
No, not definitely not. I mean, but St. Ambrose here, they got the softball team is pretty built, man.
Oh, I like softball girl players too, but gymnastics.
I haven't seen.
I like them. The little short girls.
I haven't seen their other teams though.
I like the little short girls too that gymnastics have.
Well, that's because they're flexible.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God. My legs don't bend back that far. Stop.
Oh, yes, they do. If you're a gymnast,
bullshit.
And you're going.
God damn it, where the fuck is it at? I just fucking had it not too long ago. Oh, here it is.
Oh man.
I went by it a few times.
Funny.
I need to put my fucking glasses on.
Put your glasses on.
I don't fucking want to, Rocky.
Why not, sailor?
It makes me look like a fucking nerd.
You're derelict in your duties. You can't see the proper thing. What the hell is
He
wrong?
doesn't like looking old.
What, like wearing glasses is
Dude,
going
I
to make
already
you
look
look
fucking
old?
old. Look at my fucking beard. I got more white in my fucking beard than anywhere else.
Quit
Come
being
on.
a fucking sissy, Lala, and put your damn glasses on, you sissy.
Hey, lick him, bitch. Lick him.
No, you lick them, you
Oh.
fucking sissy, Lala.
I'm gonna put some peanut butter on it and teabag your ass. Lick you.
Okay, sure you will.
Hey, you get you fucked up enough, you ain't gonna know what it is.
The term swastika, that is a German term. The very name,
What are you doing?
swastika, is a Hindu word, and it's a symbol. Now, most people in the audience have probably never heard of this, but in occultism,
Jay, no one can see anything.
it deals a lot with energies.
What?
It's not sharing.
It
The
was.
sound is playing, but we don't see anything.
It was, Sharon.
Hold on, it's sharing now.
Now it is.
The term swastika, that is not a German term. The very name, swastika, is a Hindu word, and it's a symbol. Now, most people in the audience have probably never heard of this, but in occultism, it deals a lot with energies, with powers and forces, and these powers and forces come through something that are called chakras. And the word chakra is a Hindu word which means spinning vortex. Now, the swastika is a symbol of the chakras that are energized and working in unison. So the word swastika is a Hindu word, not a German word. And the word Aryan is a Hindu word. Now, it has nothing to do with ancient Germans. The Aryans were the Brahmin caste of Hinduism. So much of the terminology and concepts that Hitler used were from esoteric Hinduism and had nothing to do with, ancient German culture or folklore at all. Yeah, the term swastika, that is not.
Because even Native Americans here in America had swastikas on their fucking paintings.
Yeah.
So people need to shut the fuck up that swastika's bad. No. The Germans fucking, and people don't realize the Germans were fighting the Jews they claimed God told them to eradicate them.
Yep.
They did. No, I mean, Rocky, they did. That's
I
what they
know.
wanted.
I know. I'm just like, okay.
No, you
Like-
want to know why the Jews been almost kicked out every fucking where, right?
Probably because of that stuff.
Well, no. The way they do the banking system, right?
Mhm.
All that bullshit. How if someone can't pay them back, right, a loan that they give them with high interest rates, they take it. That's why they were always kicked out. The transgender bullshit that they did, fucking Germany, fucking everything, man. The porn, everything. People think that Jews are they're all good. No, they're not. They don't understand the history of the fucking Jewish community. You look at the gangsters, right? The true mafia from Italy. Who did their fucking money for them? Jewish gangsters did.
Yep.
They're smart. They are. You look at who runs the diamond fucking trade. Jews. When it comes to trading and all that bullshit.
Well, you can also tie the whole theory about root canals and how nasty and dangerous they are for you.
Yeah.
Most back then used to be a lot of Jew dentists.
I ain't saying what Hitler did was fucking right, but that's the reason why he went after them, because they did it under Christianity. And the transgender bullshit, the surgeries, all that bullshit, promoting this shit, right? That's why they've been kicked out a lot of places.
It's just crazy that you're telling, is that what's actually reported, that they say God told them to kill all of them?
Yes.
There's translated speeches.
Yes, up from Hitler translated now. Finally, they finally translated, and it says that.
And
It's not AI.
It's Yahweh, Yahuwah.
It's not fucking AI. It's not an AI video. It's not. That's what I'm saying. It's not.
Wow.
Because even Germans, they still fucking practice Christianity. A lot of people forget that.
Well, I thought they were all into worshiping Odin and Thor and all that stuff too.
There might be some people
Well-
in Germany did that, but not all of them.
Or
Because,
maybe that was the SS part.
but if you look at fucking Rocky, you look at back through time, right? Christianity has been at war. They've used with the war under God. You know, Knights Templars, all that bullshit, right? So that ain't nothing to do with history. It ain't.
No, it's not. That's
You know?
the famous killing in the name of.
Yeah, and that's what we're getting to that one day. We was talking about shit like this. How bad has corrupted fucking religion? You know, because anybody can say it's in the name of God, right? Go to war, right? Anybody can fucking say that.
Doesn't mean it's right.
I know. That's what Rocky. That's what I'm saying. You know, Hitler done it. Knights of Templars have fucking done it. The fuck, even the Islam Muslim fucking do it. They're still doing it to this day. You know.
Yep.
And this is where people need to fucking do their own fucking research on history. You know, not just do what fucking the history books tells us. Because this interview was back in the fucking 70s, 80s. They were doing with this guy. Guy telling them about the history of the swastika. You know, growing up, I was told the swastika was all fucking Nazi, right? Propaganda, right? Until I got a little bit older and started like traveling the world, right? We was traveling the world. You know, learn about different cultures and all that shit. Well, but that's, I mean, a lot of people don't want to hear shit like that, which is fine. They don't have to. You know,
I think they should, because they do need to hear context of what happened.
Yeah.
But the old adage comes in, you know, it's the victors that write the story to make themselves look like the good guys, and a lot of times that's not the truth. You know, so it's weird because, you know, on one hand you want to trust what history says, and on the other hand you can't, and it's very difficult, and you have to, you know, in this world you're going to have to deal with right and wrong, good and bad, wrong and right. Or what I fucking repeated that shit. But you have to have some kind of guideline, and the guideline can't be fucking wishy-washy, because then it's just pure chaos. And that's no good for nobody.
but that's what people want in this world is fucking chaos too.
I know.
You know, even our own government was fucking chaos. Look what's happening now between the two fucking parties, especially the Democrat Party. That's all about chaos.
Well,
you know, and even Trump got them to love fucking drug cartels down.
It's so insane.
He did.
It's so
I mean,
insane.
But people don't realize we was blowing shit up like that in 98, crack packs then. But it just wasn't fucking filmed. You know, like this one was. Well,
we
technically,
didn't use drones either.
no,
You know?
we used helos, mother. We used fucking helos.
Helos and 5-inch.
Yep. If they would stop,
We used the main guns and other guns too. I mean, it wasn't just the 5-inch, but
yeah. If they didn't
I
stop,
remember them shooting up.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, if they didn't fucking stop, they got shot at. They got shot. Plain simple. You know?
Yep. I remember the 25 millimeter deck gun getting used on a couple go fasts.
Yep. Hell,
You
there was
know?
one in 98. You know, we found an empty boat, right? Fuck. Captain go sink it. They couldn't sink it because they could not sink it. So they had engineers make a bomb up, right? Blow it up.
Well,
you know,
we got those guys that were cocaine runners. We got the cocaine and them, and they lit their boat on fire and jumped in the water to try to be rescued at sea instead of drug runners. And their dumbasses used too much gas, and it spread across the water, and they jumped into the flames and got burnt really fucking bad. And then they were handcuffed to the guardrails in the out by the starboard break.
Yep.
And so they had like 2nd and 3rd degree burns on their body, and they had to sit out in the fucking hot ass sun during the day because we didn't have anywhere to keep them secure. And their mission was unsuccessful because they weren't considered rescued at sea because we got the bales of cocaine, 75-pound bales, 75-pound bales of fucking pure cocaine.
Yeah, and
Not
all the
cut.
drugs that the Navy does. A lot of people, yeah, Coast Guard is part of that, but the Navy, we use our shit. Coast Guard ain't using. They're just on our fucking boats. Plain simple.
Yeah.
All that shit. But all that drugs, guess where it's gonna end the back at? Back in circulation too. After it gets taken off, gets fucking counted. CIA is gonna put it back in circulation.
Well, the DEA takes it in like Panama. They were taking it from us in Guatemala.
Yeah.
And then fucking guarantee that shit got taken back out.
It don't get destroyed. People think it gets destroyed. No, it does not. It gets put back in circulation. You know. That's why the war on drugs is the most stupidest war I've ever heard of, right? Well, that's fucking stupid. They just need to end the war on drugs altogether. But it's too much money making.
I get the dangerous shit, but not the.
But the politicians are using it as a fucking way to fucking funnel money. It's what they're doing.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
That's why I say they need to end that shit. You know. Now, with the fucking shit that the Navy fucking captures, right? Or law enforcement does capture, destroy it right there and there, burn it right there and there. Unless you're at sea, then you burn it all out. You know.
Yeah. Well, they're supposed to incinerate it, and they don't half the time.
Well, they say they do, but you know that shit goes up missing.
Or it goes. Oh, we don't know where it went. Yeah. Somebody took it, and we don't know who.
Yeah. Well, just like
bullshit.
Just like when the cops make big raids, right? You know, some precincts they do destroy it, but you know some, it's going right back in circulation.
Yeah.
You know, because after the trial, they ain't got a hold of the more evidence after the trial. You know, but what, Rocky?
Nothing. I thought you guys froze.
No, we didn't freeze.
I thought you guys froze or something like that because it all of a sudden just got real quiet. Like I heard you talking, and then wait a minute, what's going on here?
Oh, sorry. I'm putting dinner on right now. I'm making chicken Alfredo.
Yep.
Chicken.
Now you gotta do the real Alfredo or the American version with the cream.
The American version. I'm just going easy today.
Oh yeah. All right. This is a Bigfoot one, right? If you had a time machine, right here. And it also says, girls with a time machine. I want to see my parents fall in love. Then goes boys with a time machine.
Nah, this ain't it, Chief. Y'all are using way too many big boy words here.
Sir, this is a document for the ages.
Exactly. And in the future, everyone is a fucking idiot. You gotta write this like you're explaining it to a toddler.
This is too complicated. Just write, me want gun. Me get gun. Done.
You know what?
I mean, think about it. I mean, if we had time machines, that's what needs to happen, right? Because we all know. Because nowadays, motherfuckers, they can't even read it because it's in cursive. A lot of these younger generations can't read it.
They're not even able to like think critically about what it says and the words and the meanings. Of course, you know, they're teaching everybody from like the Webster's dictionary, but what do law people learn their definitions from? Black's Law Dictionary, and I think there's another one, but I don't know the name of it. So it's like they need to teach everybody from the same shit.
Well, even the law shit is fucking construed because a lot of the fucking laws on the books go against the Constitution, makes them unconstitutional. So they shouldn't even be on the books, period.
Like other parts of your,
you know,
public school people. Landon goes, "Are you saying I can't read?" I go, "No, public school people, like not you."
Can he read?
He can read. Yeah.
Can he write in cursive? Can he write in cursive?
Little bit. He was taught. He just hasn't done it in so long.
He needs to start writing his papers. You know, when he have to handwrite them in cursive, see what his teachers do.
Well, they did stop teaching him because of COVID too.
But I'm saying these younger teachers, right? Most of them probably don't know how to read it.
Probably not. You're right.
That's what I'm saying. Have him write his homework in cursive, right? And see what the teachers say.
They'd have to give him an A if they can't read it. Huh?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
That's like last year they was teaching Rivers class how to write fucking cursive. River goes, "This is hard." I said, "This is how you're supposed to write, boy, right here." So that way, if you can read it, if you can write it, and you can understand it, you can read it. I said, "Look at the Constitution." I pulled up the Constitution for him. I said, "Can you read it?" He said, "No. This is why you need to know cursive. You know, you got to know what the words say." I mean, there's even fucking people we went to school with that are fucking liberals, right? They misdrew the Constitution the wrong fucking way. Especially the Second Amendment. They're like, that's for militia. No, motherfucker, that ain't for fucking militia. That's for against the government. The tyranny, rise up against the government. That's tyrannous right there. That's what it's for. You know? Because if people think that fucking people can outfight, defeat an army, okay. Look at the fucking Viet Cong. What they do? They whipped every country's ass from the French to us that went into Vietnam with basic fucking weapons.
Yeah, primitive, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, the AK wasn't primitive and stuff like that, but their tactics were primitive. The tunnels and everything else. Everybody's so set on technology.
Yeah. But I'm saying they didn't have the choppers, they didn't have the fucking bombs or the fucking planes that we have. You know?
No.
I mean, look at the fucking Russian. I mean, the fucking Afghans and the fucking Russians. Brad, we supplied them the weapons, right? They were still primitive as fuck.
They still are.
Yeah. And they kicked the shit out of the fucking Russians. I mean, they didn't kick shit out of us. We kicked shit out of them, but we just used different tactics.
I think it was a fucking draw, honestly.
Yeah, it could be. I mean,
they're still fucking operating over there. They're still fucking. We didn't finish the fucking job.
Oh. And you're over there. They're always going to be at war. The Muslim people's always going to be.
Yeah.
So we was going to have to stay there forever. You know, but yeah, fuck it. Just like I got a thing here for they're trying to break fucking what this is fucking Muslims in Texas, right? We find it here.
I thought they said the state said Sharia law is illegal there.
Not this one. This is about fucking Muslim business owners.
Okay.
What Muslims are trying to fucking do, force them to do.
For sympathy?
Just wait a minute. Let me find the motherfucker here. Here we go. Found it. God damn it. Stop. Play. Right, there we go. Share. To sell only Sharia law compliant food. Can you see it?
Yeah.
God damn it, I hit stop share. God, that's what I did before.
It's not us, it's you.
That was me.
All you.
Hey, can you see it now? I'll bet it.
Yeah.
But as a Muslim, I have a responsibility to educate the people and let them know that as a Muslim, you shouldn't sell haram. That the alcohol, the pork, the gambling is all against Islam. And so I'm just letting you know ahead of time, in about 30 days, we're going to start doing demonstrations around the city. The Muslims that have businesses with haram in it will let the people know that we have to teach the people the best. The Muslims have the best. So let the owners know. But as a Muslim, I have a responsibility.
Yeah, they're trying to do
haram is like against their religion. It's bad.
Yeah. But they shouldn't be forcing other Muslim store owners to fucking, sell only what they want them to. Look at Denmark, right? They're making the fucking Muslims like, no, motherfucker, you will come to this country, you're going to adapt our own culture. We ain't adapting to yours. Plain simple.
Yeah.
And that's what needs to happen in this country. But the thing is, the fucking religious freedom, that's the fucking bite us in the ass right there. You know,
Yeah, it's literally set up to fail.
yep, yep. Because no one thought the Muslims would ever fucking come this far when that shit was written.
We're one of the few countries that allow religious freedom.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. If you start get, I mean, we need to fucking put our foot down when it comes to Muslims. Got to look at Minneapolis, Detroit, all those fucking cities, right?
Chicago, LA, New York.
Yep. Yep.
Atlanta.
Yep.
I mean, even Atlanta's, you know, shitty. Because you have a big Muslim population from prison.
Yep. You know, and the bad thing is, you do have some people that came over that are Muslim that's trying to live the American dream. But when you get those hardcore radical fucking Muslim people coming over and telling them what they can serve people, what they can sell, no, that's not the American dream. That's the Muslim fucking way. Fuck that, no.
Yep.
You know? Yeah, before all of it, this is what all those fucking liberal women, I get a kick out of. They fucking support Muslims, right? All this bullshit, right? I'm like, just wait till you're fucking covered head to toe and people can't see you. Just wait. It's coming. If you keep fucking.
Or they get thrown off a fucking roof because they're lesbians.
Yep. And the gay, and especially the gay guys, right? That sports this shit. I'm like, no, they'll fucking kill you. Yeah.
They will do more than kill you first.
Yeah.
It ain't
You'll
pretty.
get sodomized with sticks and everything else and tortured before you're killed.
It's really bad. Like I remember, like when I was in Bahrain from 11 to 13 and 2013, when I left, that's when all that serious stuff started kicking off again. And I think they were showing on Al Jazeera and BBC at the time. Some of these dudes are throwing dudes that were homosexual off of this like building, a big tall building, and throwing them on a staircase, man. It's like, man, it was gruesome. It was brutal.
And it's always these fucking white liberal fucking women that fucking do this shit. Okay. Especially the ones we served with, right? I ain't gonna name no names on here, but you know what I'm talking about. You know, they'll be the first ones to fucking kill too, or put in their fucking place, according to Muslim fucking law, if that ever takes hold here, stateside.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I've rolled through villages with women getting stoned. They were buried up to their neck and then rocks thrown at them until they're dead. I've seen people beheaded. I've seen men sodomized, like I said, with fucking sticks and stuff, and then murdered, you know, because of their beliefs. I've seen them go after Christians because there are, believe it or not, Christians in Iraq. And, you know, a lot of people don't realize that there is a small sect of Christians there. And, you know, I've seen a lot of different stuff over there that you don't want to fucking see. And these people don't fucking understand what they're fucking with, because there is no stopping it. There's no talking to them. There's no justifying anything, because the only thing they believe in is what they believe in, and that's their religion. And if you don't believe in it, their sole job is to make sure that you're going to die. You know, they won't even give you the chance to convert over or anything, because they don't need you. They multiply enough, you know.
I mean, look what happened in fucking England, right? London. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, yeah, there's a channel I follow, and they've been going around and doing videos, and it's pretty crazy to watch, you know.
Oh yeah.
They're showing a lot of shit going on over there and having guys follow them. They don't want to be videotaped and everything, and because they're doing shit, you know, that they shouldn't be doing.
Where is this again?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's a video in the UK.
From what
France too? France is getting bad too. I'll find it and send it to you. It's on Facebook.
Well, and also in Britain,
pretty crazy.
You know, they're fucking putting up the Islamic flag all around, right? And these group of Brits, they said, "Fuck this! No, we're putting our flag up. Fuck you, motherfuckers."
I know, dude. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
They're doing that in France too.
Yep.
I don't know what is up with the politicians, man. What is wrong with them?
They're trying to act like they are caring, right?
How much money is involved? That's my question.
A lot, probably a lot.
A lot of money. Like, where's that money going to go? I mean, they're going to die eventually.
And also, there's probably been some threats made to families and stuff like that as well. You know, so they're probably getting threatened by these guys that their family will be fucking killed if they don't start to fall in line with it. You know, and so they're just bending the knee to these people, and they're gonna regret it someday. The world will regret it because once one place falls, it's just a matter of time. You know.
Yeah, I know. Like, it's coming from a lot of different directions, and I don't think many people see it.
Well, and I'm not even about the whole religion side of it. You know that. I'm not religious. So I'm actually about how they treat people and the humanity of things. And I mean, that's coming from a guy that is an asshole, you know, but I've seen how they treat people. There is no free will. It's either you do as they say or you die. And they don't give Christians and non-believers, you don't even have to be a Christian or any other religion. If you're an atheist, they're going to treat you the exact same as a Christian, you know? And that's the thing is, you know, that's where we have major fucking issues, because it doesn't matter who you are. If you are not what they want you to be, you're fucked, you know? So
either you assimilate or you die.
No, they ain't even going to give you a chance to assimilate.
Yeah, I know.
They're not going to give you a chance. You're just done, you know?
See, and that goes back. Every war really is a holy war because everybody's doing it for their own religion.
Yeah, just their beliefs in general, you know? Because their beliefs are based off of their religion. You're raised to think a certain way, and so your religion is what builds your character, right? And so it's to the point where if you don't believe the same thing that they believe, it comes right back to religion, and it comes to the point where you have some major fucking issues.
I mean, look what the fucking Christians did, the French missionaries, right? In Vietnam, when they got started with the French, they were trying to convert those fucking gooks, right? So that's what we called them. You know, no, they just want to be left the fuck alone. Yeah.
Well, they wanted to be left alone, but they also didn't like the other. they didn't like each other, you know.
Yeah.
It was their war.
But the Western society needs to stay out of shit like that. That's why Muslims fucking hate us, because we put our nose into every fucking thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, we should have, after World War II, right? We should have went back to being isolations. That's what we should have been doing. You know, now if somebody wants to fuck with us, okay. But to get us involved like World War II, they knew about that was a false flag. They let the Japs fucking bomb Pearl Harbor just to get us in World War II. Yeah. But we shouldn't have been feeding people fucking ammunition like we was doing, because technically we wasn't in the war, but technically we was too. From World War
I think I remember learning in school that, you know, they didn't talk about that whole part with the Japanese bombing Pearl Harbor being a way to get in there. But the excuse they used was they wanted us, they joined the war because they wanted to get us out of the Great Depression. With all the programs that FDR had been creating, like Social Security and all the other, I don't know, plethora of other agencies and programs that were made, that was part of it too.
Yeah. It was a money thing.
Yeah.
You know, but it wasn't for the right reasons. We had not been fucking bombed at all. until they left. Because they knew the Japanese were coming. They our intelligence people knew it. They let it happen. And even that admiral that killed himself, he fucking tried to run up chain command. They shut him down. It's like Vietnam. Kennedy did not want us in Vietnam. He said, we have no business being in Vietnam, period.
I know.
That's one of the reasons why they took him out, plus Cuba. They wanted him to invade Cuba. He said no. What has Cuba done to us? Nothing.
I reconcile what I did by, basically just saying what I was doing was helping the people I was with and the people in the country that was American, over there in Iraq and Afghanistan and stuff. And so, like, I was keeping them safe. I don't give a shit what was said, why we got into the war or anything like that. And I don't necessarily believe that what I was told was true, as far as why those wars were started. And it's the same thing as fucking Vietnam, But I'm not going to sit there and talk bad about my country, but I will, and I have the right to not believe everything because I was there, and so it is what it is. I'm not a conscious objector or anything like that, but at the same time, I think we were lied to get into these wars, and I think that we went against somebody that is a formidable enemy, and we didn't finish the fucking job the way we should have.
And it's always
because if we're going to do it, we need to do it 100% the right way.
Just like we did fucking World War II, World War I, especially World War II. But we're like people like us. We're the ones that pay the heavy cost of that shit at the end of it.
Yep.
The veterans do. And the ones on active duty, they're the ones that pay the real cost of war. I don't agree. Now, if I was president, I would not send anybody into battle unless they did something to us. Be like, no, fuck you, motherfuckers. You take care of your own shit. We'll take care of ours. Because there's no need to send young men and women to fucking die just for fucking money. And it all boils down to fucking money and power.
100%.
Yeah.
That's the thing that pisses me off.
Or money, power, and fame.
I actually lost fucking friends over there. I incurred injuries over there. And it was so fucking companies and certain people can make money while we all fucking suffer with what happened, and deal with it for the rest of our lives while they're cushy in our fucking little mansions.
That's why I've had people ask me about the Ukraine war. I said, we don't need to be involved. It's not our business. First of all, no. I said, we're fucking funding them. I said, no, we should be funding fucking people to go kill one another. We shouldn't be. If they want to kill each other, let them kill each other. That's not our fucking business, period.
Yeah, the only time it becomes our business is when we actually start getting threatened by it.
Yep.
And I don't think Russia would be doing that.
No.
But if they start committing war crimes and using chemical weapons and shit like that, then yeah, we might need to step in to help the people that can't help themselves. But at the same time, we have our own shit to deal with.
Yep. What's like everybody wants to make after World War II, right? Russia, after World War II, became the big bad boogeyman, right?
Yep.
We never saw them. They was an ally at one point.
Well, 5 years ago, they were an ally.
Yeah. And Putin, he wanted to fucking be a member of NATO, right? And people said no. All the NATO members said no. Then Russia's like, fuck you, we're going to do our own thing and fuck you motherfuckers. He said, we don't need you. I mean, I don't believe Russia's bad as what they say they are.
I think that we definitely need to spend more time talking to Russia and actually working with them because they are such a big country and they have the resources and they have rudimentary like technology, I think that granted, yeah, us working with them would actually like up their technology level, but at the same time, they have some pretty fucking brave people to try some shit out that maybe we don't want Americans trying out right away till it's ironed out. You know what I mean?
But it's all about our fucking politicians. They want that keeping the big bag boogeyman, right? Just like China, right? Now China's the bad guy, right?
Well, they keep saying, oh, it's Trump is this and Trump is that. And it's like, no, motherfucker, it has nothing to do with Trump. He's trying to keep peace with a fucking superpower.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean,
You
now
can't-
you look at,
Go ahead.
no, look at Russia and China and North Korea. Now they're allies now. You know?
Yeah. You
I
got
mean,
two big ass fucking countries with a lot of people and another country that's small as fuck that has a huge fucking military.
Well, a lot of people don't realize that North Korea and China has always been allies. They've always been allies.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But the Korean War conflict, we should never have been part of that at all. You know,
Well, and you think about it, China and Japan don't get along. And
And
you
we already
know,
had
China
bases in-
wants
we already had bases. in
China
Japan.
wants
Yeah.
China wants fucking Taiwan.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And
Yeah,
it's
I
like
mean, I still think the one reason we got involved in Korean bullshit because we had bases in fucking Korea, or not Korea, but bases in Japan from World War II that they wanted to keep those fucking bases right there
Yeah.
because Japan at that time was not allowed to have a fucking army or navy at that time.
Nope.
See, a lot of people forget about that in history. You know? But like North Korea, by their own right, they're nothing. But if they get back up by fucking Russia and fucking China, then you got to worry a little bit.
Well, North Korea, I mean, they have a large fucking army though. They're million man plus. You know, that's fucking huge.
Yep. Well, and also
People don't
too,
realize people don't realize technology, yeah, it helps you, but if you don't have the people to replace it, it's just like China. They can make 300 ships to our one for the Navy. Because every fucking ship they build, whether it's for civilian use or not, has to be made to the specification of the military and a use for the military if they go to war. So they can pump out 300 ships to our one. And it's literally a matter of attrition. It's like who can last longer. Well, if they can pump out 300 to our one, then they're gonna fucking win. You know,
on a naval battle, it's all about how they use those assets. That's the thing.
Think about it. Right now they're making 300 ships to our one. Our one ship might take out 30 ships, but there's still 10 times more that ship can't handle. You know, it's going to get fucked. It's going to get surrounded by. You take one of our ships, surround it with 300, and tell me who wins. Not them or not us. Sorry.
But if it's strategized right, they're not going to get 300 surrounding or Navy at all.
No, it's not going to be literally that. But the thing is you can only get lucky so many times.
Oh yeah, you know, and Democrats have weakened our military, especially fucking building ships. You know.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, people talk shit about the Navy, but they forget the Navy is the United States projection of power. Yeah, we have cool jets and we have the Marines, which will do stupid shit and anything that they're told, and the Army that will go in and they'll logisticize a combat area and everything else. But what people forget is the first strike is 99% of the time it's the fucking Navy.
And the Navy is the first line defense guarding this country. The first line defense.
Guarding every country that is an ally. I mean, it's crazy with the amount of ships we have and where we have them. We are the first line of defense from any country, and people don't realize that. They're like, oh, we have the Army and the Marines. Nah, they would be nothing without the Navy.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't be able to do shit.
Yeah. Well, take the Marines, right, for example, right, and the Army, especially the Jarheads, right? This is why they are called, I think, our pissed off little brother, right? Because we take it the land, and they just go hog fucking wild shit like they can only dream of, right? You know? But in World War II, it was the Jarheads fucking when it was Wisconsin when they got hit by fucking like small ammo fire, right? And they unloaded, they leveled that fucking hill, unloaded all the guns, all that motherfucker. They're like, temper, temper, you know.
Yep.
That's where Trump wants to get back in shipbuilding. We should always been back in the shipbuilding. Should never got away from that. Period.
Well, look at Russia has how many fucking Arctic cutters that can operate in ice, and we only have 2?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Where do you think Russia's coming from? They're coming from the north, where the ice is.
Yeah.
That's their easiest path.
Yeah.
They're not coming from across the fucking. They're not passing Europe and coming here through the Atlantic. You know, they're coming from the north, and they're coming hardcore.
See, Russia could hit both sides at one time. Come from North Atlantic and North Pacific, right there through the Bering Strait and all that shit.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of people forget. A lot of people don't know this. That there's a Navy base on the fucking Pacific side of Russia.
Yeah.
You know,
well, and that's why that's it.
Because our own ships fucking pull into that port. Because Rocky, right before me and you got there, they had just come back from Russia. The fight did. You know.
Well, and that's why it's so important that we Trump was talking about Greenland. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, people don't realize they think, oh, he's just talking shit. No, it's a real thing. If we had Greenland, we could actually protect the United States and Canada so much easier and so much quicker. You know, it is a legitimate logistic thing. There's a reason for it, you know, and they want to talk shit, everything else, but it's a smart move.
And the people of Greenland, a lot of them want us to come. They want to be part of it.
Yeah, and it's just like the reason why Trump keeps calling Canada the 51st state.
Yep.
It makes sense.
Yep. But the only thing about making Canada 51st state, right, is the fact that they'll have to re-overhaul all their governments because we don't want more people fucking dependent on welfare. You know?
Well, yeah.
That's the downside to it. But resource-wise, smart fucking move right there.
Well, I can tell you, the Canadians hate their fucking healthcare system.
I know.
They want privatized. I know Canadians, I literally know personally Canadians that come across the fucking border to fucking get healthcare and pay for it because it's better. Because they're tired of waiting months and months and months to see the doctor for shit. Well, and family that has fucking cancer here, they get treated no matter what, right? And they get treated with whatever they decide. If they talk to the doctor and there's a chance that they could survive, they treat them. Up there, they say, yeah, you don't have a chance. We're not going to treat you for that. And you have no choice. So
and a lot of people don't realize a lot of Canadians, they work in the U.S. They travel back and forth. That's all the border. You know, hell, I bet, you know, when I was at a power plant taking deliveries from truck drivers, shit, we had a Canadian truck driver delivering our steel. He said, yeah, I work in the U.S. because I can make more money here because it's very expensive to live there. I asked him, I said, how do you like your health care? He's like, sore subject. That's fair enough. You know, he didn't want to talk about health care.
Right. No, absolutely not.
You know, that's why I can't stand these fucking liberals or anybody saying we want universal haircut. No, you don't, motherfuckers. No, you do not.
It's so bad, dude. When I was
Never
up in
be-
Canada 2 years ago, I had waiters and waitresses and bartenders telling me it's fucking horrible.
Yeah. And the cost of living there is fucking 10 times more than it is here.
Oh, 100%. They have Japanese and Indian and what's the other country? Chinese. They have an incentive for these people to come over and do jobs like doctors and all this stuff, where they basically have free immigration to come in and work these jobs, and it's driven up their fucking their cost of living in the housing market through the roof. People can't afford it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yep.
I was talking to him about it, and I showed him a picture of my house and how much, how big my house is and how many bedrooms and bathrooms and all that. And he was like, that'd be over $1 million here in Victoria or Vancouver. Because I was in Victoria and Vancouver, which, Victoria is the capital of British Columbia. They have no more room. It's horrible. They have no housing for people.
And the bad thing is they got the land, but the government will not allow them to fucking develop.
Shit, they're running out of fucking land out there.
Well, but they don't want to tear up their forest. That's the thing. That's what I'm getting at.
Well, yeah.
I mean, in a certain place in Canada, yeah, they're running out of room. But a lot of Canada, they got plenty of room to develop, to make housing.
Oh, yeah.
Now Victoria, it's on an island. That's a little different story there.
Yeah. Definitely different story there. Yep. And it's gotten so bad over there. So many fucking foreigners, dude.
Yep.
I didn't recognize it. And it's been 20 plus years since we've been there.
Yeah. Well, the first time we went there was 98. We went there in 99 and all that. You didn't hardly see no foreigners there then at all.
It's full. It is full now. In Vancouver, it's 10 times worse. Man. It's crazy.
I always liked Victoria better than Vancouver. I did, anyways.
Well, they both have their pluses, right?
Yeah.
But not anymore. I love it there. Don't get me wrong. I had fun, and I truly did. And this last time I went, it was a blast. But I don't think. I mean, I might go back one more time, and that's it. I don't really have a need to go anymore after that.
I don't need to go back to Canada, so I'm good on that one.
Which is fucking sad because it was fun, man. Sticky Wicket has some amazing food.
Oh yeah.
It's they went through a remodel since we've been there, and it was so fucking good.
Well, I would hope they went through a fucking remodel since we've been there. I mean, fuck. I mean, that motherfucker would be outdated like a motherfucker if they didn't.
Yeah. But their food is so fucking delicious.
And just so people watching this right now, if they're watching it, Thumper ain't catching on fire. That just steams. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's the noodles I just cooked and the chicken that I just cooked. I did a Cajun chicken with garlic, and then I cooked the noodles in it I poured water in it, and then used the oil and the seasoning and everything to cook the noodles in it for the fettuccine.
Now, if you would have saved a little bit of that pasta water, right? And if you got the right cheese and butter, that's all you need for an Alfredo.
I know. I don't have the right butter though.
I know.
Or the cheese.
Yeah, but I'm saying a lot of people don't realize it's only really 3 ingredients to make the sauce for Alfredo.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of people think because most people, I can say most, but a lot of people have never been to Rome where it originated at. That's how the guy did it for his wife, right? Then it became a big hit. Now when they came stateside, that's when they started adding cream to it, for the American palate. Which is not bad, it's still good. Don't get me wrong, people. I ain't saying it's bad or anything. But if you want to truly taste Italian cooking, just make it like that one time and see the difference in it on taste wise.
Yeah, see, I used to make it all the time, but my soon-to-be ex-wife didn't like it. So she doesn't like Alfredo. So I stopped making it.
Yeah. Well, shit, you got butter and cheese. You can't go wrong with that shit combination right there.
I know. I need to get the right cheese.
Yep. Well, I gotta use my Mexican style blend when I make that. Right. It's not traditional, but it works. So
yeah,
I'm just glad it melts right. That's my thing.
Right.
You know, because really it's Parmesan. It's what it is. You know.
Yep.
And not the sawdust shit, people. Real Parmesan. You know.
Yeah, you got to have the real shit.
Yep. Because that shit you buy in a store that's already fucking grated, that's sawdust, people. That's not real. I mean, it tastes good, don't get me wrong. But you got to add a lot to it. Rocky, what the fuck you doing? You're being quiet.
Dude, I'm hurting right now, so I'm just trying to loosen my hip muscle. That's about it. I'm listening to you guys talk about all this stuff. Strategic opinion.
Well, we knew eventually Rocky will run out of steam
today. Right?
I'm okay. Damn, man. We're in a lot of trouble.
I don't know. We'll see how things are.
And here's one for everybody that thinks going to the gym is going to make you stronger than a fucking somebody that works on a farm, construction, whatever, right? Just because you can go to the gym, if you don't have no working muscle, you ain't gonna be able to do shit compared to the guy that does construction or works on a farm all day long. Here you go. Can you see it, Rocky?
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Are stronger than bodybuilders because when these two fitness influencers went up against a construction worker in a simple challenge, things got exposed quickly. The goal of the first test was to push a cart loaded with over 10 cement bags and keep it balanced while moving. The first bodybuilder struggled just to lift the cart up and ended up flipping the whole thing. The second guy managed to lift it but had the same problem. But when it was the construction worker's turn, he decided to have some fun with it. But then it was time for the second challenge. The goal of it was to lift 4 cement blocks while holding them for a few seconds. The first one couldn't even hold 3 cement blocks, let alone 4. The second guy managed to lift them, but holding them was too challenging for him. But then it was the construction worker's turn, and he proved to everyone why you should never underestimate a construction worker's strength. This is why sleeper builds are stronger than bodybuilders, because when these two fitness influencers went up against a
Interesting.
No, I mean, there's a lot of people, especially when I got to the 5, they couldn't understand why I was stronger than them in the gym and just as strong as the big guys working down the engine room. It's because I had both types of muscles. Before I even lifted weights, freshman year, I grew up fucking bucking hay, cleaning stalls out, splitting wood, helping my dad with construction, all that shit. So you're actually building muscle before you lift weights, right? Yep. There. And you're going to be 10 times stronger than guys that just lift weights.
Mm-hmm.
Especially my senior year, everyone's like, I was called a little freak of nature, because my senior year, I was out lifting guys that was 6'3", 6'4", weighed 250, 300 pounds. I was out lifting them. And when I played football, I was 5 foot fucking, like freshman year, I was 5'2" on offensive line. And the coaches couldn't understand how I'm blocking some of these big guys that's got me by 100 fucking pounds. I was the smallest guy on the offensive line and defensive line. But it just goes.
There's a reason.
Huh?
I said there's a reason why they They call us here in Iowa corn-fed.
Yeah. You know, and I mean, like football. You look some of the best, like especially in Missouri, some of the best small town football teams out there, right? They got nothing but farm boys on that team,
Mm-hmm.
and they're hit it harder than the ones that all they do is lift weights. They're knocking the shit out of fucking people. You know, and also some of the best football players, some of the best football players out there wrestle too, because those are the best tacklers. Wrestlers make the best fucking tacklers.
That's why, like Iowa, look at Iowa. Wrestling is like life, and football, of course.
Well, you're not so big on football like you are wrestling and baseball.
The Hawkeyes? Not Iowa State, but the Hawkeyes.
I'm talking about high school football.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry, I was on college.
There is wrestling and baseball, or it used to be baseball too. So
Yeah, we do a lot of baseball.
Yeah.
A lot of baseball.
Yep.
But yeah, and then college, of course, like I said, the Hawkeyes, and you got your wrestling teams and stuff.
Yeah, but football, they don't do shit in football anyways. Just like Iowa State don't do shit in football. You know,
Iowa State definitely.
You know.
But the Hawkeyes have produced a lot of NFL guys.
Well, yeah. I mean, a lot of colleges have, yeah. But like Mizzou, right? We was always known for basketball, baseball, and wrestling. We got a lot of fucking national champions for Mizzou. You know, not as much as fucking Hawkeyes do, but I mean, but we have a lot of fucking. That's the only national championships we won is wrestling at Mizzou. Only once.
Yeah.
You know. But like football, I mean, hell, ever since fucking Gary Pinkel picked up, came on, dude, we've been known for like NFL quarterbacks coming out of Mizzou. You know, ever since Chase Daniels. You know. But we did beat the fuck out of Kansas on Saturday, though. We did beat them. They brought back the Memorial Showdown.
I don't know if we won or not. I don't follow the football part, but
I think Hawkeyes beat Iowa State because you guys were playing Iowa State. So I think.
Oh, I heard. I think we lost.
I can't remember. But yeah, but
I say we because I live near Iowa City. For the Hawkeyes, I don't, like I said, I don't follow it, so.
Yeah.
Because Iowa State's on the other side of the state.
Yeah. Which I do follow football, college football, especially Mizzou. You know, see the basketball, that's the only basketball I'll watch is college. That's the only one I'll watch. NBA, I will not watch the NBA because they're a bunch of fucking pansies. They don't play no defense.
Watch any basketball. Sorry. I think I just heard the mouse somewhere.
That fucking mouse.
I need to I'm gonna load my fucking 22 with birdshot. I don't give a fuck if it's in my house. I'm gonna shoot it.
Well, if it's just birdshot, it ain't really gonna tear nothing up.
The drywall, but I'll just pay my buddy to fucking fix it if I keep my house.
Well, you're already doing a reball, so what the fuck is it gonna do? You're a reballer, so.
Well, my kitchen's already done, almost. It's not done, but it's close.
Yeah. Well, you need your buddy to you just take some mud, a little bit of mud, just do that, sand over the paint over. That's all you gotta do. The only way I would shoot a gun in my house, right? If there's a venomous snake in my house, then I'd bring out the fucking shotgun. I wouldn't care what the fuck I tore up. Or see a snake. You know how sometimes you see some people see snakes coming up their toilet, right?
Oh, don't.
Well, I never had this happen, right? But I've known people around where I used to live at. They had a lagoon like I did, right? One of them had a water moccasin come up there. And luckily he looked down before he sit down and take a shit. I said, "What'd you do?" He said,
Nope.
"I just closed the lid." I said, "I would have shot that motherfucker. If I had to fucking replace the toilet, I would have shot that motherfucker."
Nope. I would have closed the lid, built a fucking explosive, and just leveled the house. Done.
Yep. I mean, that's the one thing. That's the only thing I feared, about a snake gonna get in my house, right? My old house was coming from the lagoon, right? Because there's sometimes if you ain't got a lot of rain, that lagoon's down, that level's down. When you can see that fucking pipe coming from the house, on top of it.
Yeah.
And those snakes can swim in water. People don't realize that.
Oh, they swim really well.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, fuck this shit. I never
Leave
had
them
that happen.
motherfuckers on the lakes in the Mississippi and stuff around here.
Yeah. I had to worry about water boxes, copperheads, and rattlesnakes in my old house.
Mm-hmm.
Like where I live in Boonville downtown, I don't have to worry about rattlesnakes so much and copperheads, or not copperheads, but water boxes. But copperheads you do around here because it's rocky, Yeah. And those motherfuckers blend in perfectly with the fucking dirt sometimes too.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
when I lived in Arkansas, my mom almost grabbed a cottonmouth.
I'm talking about copperheads. They blend it perfectly. Cottonmouths do too. But it's like a tree. Because you see where I had that big old tree cut down when you picked me up, probably you had that big old pile of sawdust.
Yep.
I look at very closely when I mow around there, make sure there ain't no copperheads laying in there somewhere.
Yeah, they'll get you.
I know. Because I've been bit by a water boxing before, and that ain't no fun.
Like it?
All right, boys. You want to keep
Dinner's
going?
good.
I can have this one.
Okay, we keep going.
I gotta check on Heidi. I think she's been taking a nap for a while.
Well,
If you want to go, man, go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta ding us out.
You don't have to dig us out. Don't worry about that.
Well, I'll wait. I mean, there's not much more.
Just go check on Heidi. Just go check on her.
I'll be right back.
Just go check on her. We'll be fine. We ain't gonna get banned. Me and you didn't get banned for being by ourselves for for an hour or so. It was just that one episode that YouTube did not like.
Right.
Oh, I saw this one. It's about, let me see here.
Oh, by the way,
What?
so besides my mom subscribing to us, both channels, my therapist is too.
Your actual
She's subscribing
therapist?
Yeah, the one that I do my video therapy with.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Well, if she's what is it, he or she?
She.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's he or she, right? But if they're actually watching on some things we talk about, they're like, all these motherfuckers need counseling. But if that therapist is fucking watching, I said, I am in counseling. I do it, but it doesn't mean we're still not fucked up.
She wants to watch because, I told her like how we all have kind of different views and stuff, and we still get along and we, make fun of each other and stuff. And she's like, that's the way it should be. And I go, I know. It shouldn't be you get fucking angry at each other if you don't have the same beliefs. It's like, it is what it is,
And there's still times we've had all our show where things do sometimes get a little heated sometimes. But
a little bit, but nothing crazy.
Not crazy, but I'm saying we don't hate one another at the end of the day.
Nope.
I mean, yeah, there's times we all get frustrated with one another, right? Sometimes, right? But yeah, we're brothers.
Human.
We're fucking brothers. So we're all family. So fuck it. Sometimes we're more, some ways, more family than what our actual family is sometimes. I mean, not all family. I mean, not like all the family members, right? But a lot of family members, no, fuck that. You guys are more family than some of those motherfuckers are. That's what I'm saying.
Same.
I mean, hell, everybody thought you and I wasn't gonna get along on that fucking ride out there. Hell, we got along just fine. You know, because
I think it was more. I think it was more the right back because of the Cubs game, the Cubs Cardinals game.
That could be too, though. I mean, could be. So, oh, I did order my Cubs hat, my Cubs shirt. I did order that.
Did you?
Yeah, I
You did order it?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean you're like 17 and a half games, or 17 games behind, and I'm 7.5 behind Milwaukee.
Oh, I know.
You ain't catching up to us.
I know. Well, we ain't gonna catch Milwaukee or you all, but here's his one.
No.
Strawberry oatmeal flavored. God damn it. Oh.
The most, and then I started paying attention to the ingredients, and if you notice right here, you'll see natural flavor. When I learned what this is made out of in this, it blew my mind. Just check this out. Hold on one second.
And castoreum, typically called natural flavor, is taken from a beaver's anal gland. It's far cheaper to use castoreum, or beaver's butt, to flavor strawberry oatmeal than using actual strawberries. They don't want you to know what's in that natural flavor either. Just try to call the company and ask. They'll tell you it's proprietary. But there's nothing natural about the flavors they produce. So avoid products with natural flavors.
That's crazy, right? So listen, and the thing about the natural flavor too, man, there's been billions of dollars spent on natural flavors. It actually entices us to want to keep eating more. It's a chemical process they use to make natural flavor. So when I learned, it actually leads the weight gain. So when I learned that, I just switched it out, man. I go to the old-fashioned regular Quaker Oats, man, and I chop up some strawberries, some honey, or some maple syrup to make it better. Instant oatmeal.
He's not wrong.
That's the no, not at all.
Yeah.
That's the garlic and stuff from the bottom, from the chicken being cooked on the bottom. Yeah. Oh, sunglasses went right in my fucking food. Damn it! I'm gonna wash them.
Just wash the motherfuckers. You'll be good.
These were brand new too. Damn it! Alfredo glasses.
Just wash them. You'll be fine. It ain't like you broke
Oh, I know.
them. Was Heidi still napping, Rocky?
She's waking up. She's coming to. At the same time, my daughter was coming to talk to her. So we'll see what happens now. Dun, dun, dun. Oh,
Hey,
man,
you're the ones that got 3 teenagers in the house.
Yeah, I know.
You got
I know.
my brother did the same thing what you did, right? Had kids close in age, right? Like that. And I'm like, yeah, when you get older, brother, I said, you're gonna be paying the price on that shit. You know.
We stopped at one kid for a reason.
Well, I only got one kid though, but I ain't having no more. So I'm like, I don't want fucking 3 teenagers in the house. One's gonna be bad enough. You know.
Well, I got lucky with one that didn't act like me as a kid, so I was like, I'm not pushing that fucking luck.
Well, River is fucking worse than I was at his age. I can imagine what he's gonna be like a teenager. You know, because
yeah,
like, a lot. People that knew me growing up knew. I wasn't good at tushies, right? But I didn't push the boundaries sometimes on a lot of things. You know, I did.
I pushed the boundaries a lot
because I was afraid. I wasn't afraid of getting arrested. I was more afraid of what mom and dad would do to me if I got arrested or got caught doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing. You know, it wasn't until when I got to Japan when I started changing all that. Because I was that shy fucking kid. Didn't talk to nobody unless I was talked to first, right? Spoke to me first. That's the only time I talked to him unless I knew him, right? You know, that's it. You know,
not me. I was a bad fucking kid. You can ask my mom.
Yeah.
She'll probably see this someday and fucking make comment on it.
I did shit too, but like one time my brother, he fucking but I was always a good kid too, but my brother was picking on me. My cousin was there too. They was picking on me. So they was watching TV. So I took a ball bat and hit him upside the head with it because they was picking on me. And one time, my brother and cousin at Nanny and Pawpaw's, tied me to the fucking maple tree, and left me there. In summertime, it's a little shade, but still hot. Went inside. I got free. The next thing I know, I said, I'm gonna get these motherfuckers back. So when they were swinging from the hayloft, my brother was, I grabbed the double-sided, axe, and I swung at my brother. My brother let go right before I fucking hit him.
So I was 8 years old when I first got arrested.
Yeah, you guys all beat on that one.
What the hell did you do, knucklehead?
I shot 2 garbage men in the head with a pellet gun from my backyard. I shot from my backyard across the side yard and the front yard of the neighbor. And I hit one and I grazed him right underneath the eye, right? Like right here. And then I shot the other one in the top of the head. And they were arguing. They were like, stop throwing rocks at me. He's like, well, stop throwing rocks at me. I didn't throw a rock at you. And he's like, they were arguing back and forth, and then they looked up and saw me. And I had a BB gun, a pellet gun that looked like a fucking AR, right? And they came over, dude. They snatched me up, took me to the front door, and my adoptive dad was getting ready for work at the time, and he was a police officer. My mom was a dispatcher for the police department. And so they called it in. My mom got the fucking call, and my parents knew before anybody else that I had shot 2 people with a fucking pellet gun. And then I had to go to a shrink, and I had to write a letter and all kinds of shit. It was bad. They pressed charges.
Dude. Oh man.
So that was the start of me getting in trouble. Huh?
Damn. The worst I ever did with a fucking BB gun, because we had one that, looked like an M16. You can pump that motherfucker. The more you pump it, the more powerful it got, right?
Yeah.
Dad showed me this trick. Neighbor that he did not like had this little pony. Well, Dad would shoot it about fucking 80 yards. It wasn't going to puncture or hurt it, right? But it would startle it, make it kick up, right? So I got in trouble shooting my grandpa's fucking ponies with doing the same thing. That's the worst thing I ever did with BB gun.
No, I shot 2 people with it, and then
I just shot animals.
And then let's see, I got in a shit ton of fights and suspended. Like when they got married, I was 8 years old. When they got married, and I was at school and I got into a fight. They were on their honeymoon, and I got suspended from school, and they had to come back early to meet with the principal for me to get let back into school. And then, I got in a ton of fights, like suspended a lot. Like there was a time I got suspended for fighting 3 kids at one time, and I had to walk home with the suspension slip in my hand, knowing that we were driving 18 and a half hours to Canada that day. And I had to sit in the fucking back, and I got yelled at the whole 18 hours
So
to Canada.
Did you start the fight?
So that is debatable, because I got surrounded by 3 of them, and then I threw the first punch on all 3 of them.
See, the only fights I ever got into was when I was being bullied, and I had finally got my belly full of it. Then I would fucking strike.
That's what it was. They had been bugging me all day, fucking with me and everything. And so when they surrounded me, I had my back to a wall. I had one in front of me and one on each side of me. And I punched the one to the side of me. I elbowed the guy behind, to the other side of me. And then I kicked the guy that was in front of me. And then it just turned into a big old brawl. And I ended up winning that fucking fight though. And then there was another one where it was a cop's kid at the school, another cop's kid, and he was fucking with me, and I got tired of it. And he came running at me, and I flipped him from my back onto the ground and punched him a couple of times, and I got in trouble for that. And then there was a couple other fights I got into. And then, throughout I got caught with weed in ninth grade. I got shot in ninth grade. I've got 10th grade. I got expelled for weed, for the possession of weed, possession of speed, and
You know,
distribution
if the
speed on
Fratelli
full
brothers were
property.
real, Brett,
And-
they would love you.
So yeah, I had to go to court for that, and the judge told me that if I looked at a Snickers bar wrong, like I was going to steal it, I'd go to jail for a year. And I had to do like a 12-step program. I had to do homeschooling and all that. And what's crazy is the night that I got expelled from school, the school board hearing was on my parents' anniversary. So not only their honeymoon did I fuck up, but I fucked up their anniversary too. I mean, if you're going to do it right, you know? And then of course, you know, I got in other trouble and stuff, but once I hit like 11th grade and 12th grade in Indiana, I kind of leveled out. Yeah, I did drugs. Yeah, I drank, but I didn't drink and drive. I didn't drive high. I didn't do any of that. And I didn't get in any fights, actually, believe it or not. And I got good grades. So I evened out a little bit. But yeah, there was so much shit I did that I got in trouble for, and it was just not good. Not good at all.
See, one of the worst things I ever did to my brother, besides him with upside the head with a ball bat or swinging an axe at him, when the three-wheelers came out, right? Dad worked 2 jobs just to save up so he could buy a little 90 for us, right?
Yeah.
So we had to take turns riding it. It was still my turn, and my brother tried to say no, it's his turn. Well, he tried to hit the kill switch on me a couple times, right? You know, when I was going past him. But one time, he didn't get out of the way. I ran his ass over. It was snowing out, right? And he just lay there. I thought I fucking killed him. You know, because I ran over him. And I got off the three-wheeler, right? Went inside. And I was standing next to Dad, right? So I was young. I was younger than River. And I stand next to Dad in his chair. Then my brother came through the front door. I mean, my brother goes, it looked like you just seen a ghost when he walked through the front door.
Yeah, those three-wheelers, man, those are dangerous. When I was in ninth grade, my buddy Chris and his older brother and I, we used to fuck with his younger brother all the time. And we used one of those, we took his three-wheeler because they all had their own three-wheelers. And we tied a chain to it and tied it around a fucking 2 fence posts. And he didn't know it. And we were fucking with him and pissed him off. And he went to chase us on his three-wheeler. And that motherfucker, he took off. And that fucking chain stopped that three-wheeler so goddamn fast. And he kept flying. He got hurt really bad. And then we would sit up on the roof of their house. And he would come out and we'd have fucking Roman candles. And we'd shoot him at him and burn the fuck out of him. Like we tortured this kid, and he has mental health issues now. He has been in a mental health hospital numerous times, and it's probably because of how we treated him. But you know,
that's messed up.
I'm saying those three-wheelers, man. Mom and Dad, I mean, they would make the perfect jumping vehicle too. See, Dad always had this big old pile of fucking cow manure right for the garden, right? Well, one side of it was packed down pretty good because, you know, we get the rain and all that, right? Well, I smoothed it out a little bit better. One side made the perfect fucking ramp for that bitch. You know, we had a field, pasture behind us. No one lived on, right? Just a hay field's all it was. And I'd fucking get on the other side of that hay field. I go full throttle, hit that fucking cow manure pile, and I would just sail through the air. Mom just came home from lunch one day. Right when I hit that motherfucker, and all she saw was fucking me flying through there with that full three-wheeler. You know? So I was banned for riding three-wheeler unless Mom and Dad were home for a while. You know.
Yeah, I didn't have a three-wheeler. I had an actual motorcycle, a 400 Suzuki Enduro, and it was from the 70s, so it was a strong ass enduro. And I wasn't even supposed to have it technically. My adoptive dad told me if I could get it running when I was 14, told me if I could get it running, it was mine. And my mom didn't know about it. And he left for a while. And when he came back 2 hours later, I was gone and he didn't know where I was. And he asked my mom, and she fucking yelled at him because I was out riding the fucking motorcycle. I had gotten it started, and it had been sitting for like 2.5 years. He couldn't figure out why. I had never worked on anything mechanical in my life. I took apart the carburetor. I fixed the float in the carburetor because it was stuck. I had fixed the brake system because the cables had gotten corroded really bad and they were stuck. I took apart the foot brake, the pedal, and fixed that because it was stuck and rusted. And then I sprayed WD-40 on it and everything and got it fucking working good. And I was out driving it before he even came home in 2.5 hours or 2 hours or something like that. And she was so fucking pissed because that motorcycle, man, it was fucking fast. It was not a 14-year-old motorcycle, but I drove that motherfucker all over, and then I was forced to sell it in Arkansas when I got busted for the drugs at the school. My parents made me sell it to pay for my homeschooling and stuff and my fines. And yeah, it was I was sad to let that motherfucker go, man. That was a bad deal.
Well, you learn the consequences of getting in trouble, especially doing shit illegal.
Yeah, I did.
You know? And that's what's
Fucking
missing with a lot
bullshit.
of kids. That's what's missing with a lot of kids today is that they're not held accountable early on in life at all for anything.
No. And what's sad is like that was the largest bust in that school's history for drugs. And I think it still stands. And that was in I was 10th grade, so that would have been what, 94, 95? Something like that. 95, 96, I don't know. Yeah, 95, 96. The 95, 96 school year. The largest drug bust in the school's history.
I saw this article about how gentle penalty is no longer a thing, right? It's coming now, they're calling it fuck around and find out, right? Style.
It should be.
I'm like,
yep.
That ain't nothing new, motherfucker. That ain't a new trend. That's fucking just like it was when I was growing up.
Yeah.
It was our generation that fucking fucked up that made that gentle parenting. Well, our generation started having kids. That's where it really got fucked up.
Yep. I got my ass handed to me numerous times. They were not happy with me, and I wouldn't. And what's crazy is it wasn't just like physical. It was like, well, I mean, it was, but it was like you got to cut wood until I tell you you're done. And I had a sledgehammer and splitting wedges. That was not fun because that's a lot of fucking wood to cut.
Shit, I love splitting wood, man. I did. That was one of my chores. I loved it.
I had to do it all the time. That was not something I loved.
For me, I love doing it, but it also made me fucking stronger too. That's what,
Well, yeah, but goddamn, when you run out of wood and you can't get a hold of your parents to see if you can stop, so then you cut down another tree. That's the thing is I had to do that even a couple times.
See, me and Dad,
in Arkansas,
we always cut enough wood. We'd have enough for 2 or 3 years in advance, right? Because you gotta let it fucking dry out and all that shit, right? If you want,
you gotta season it. Yeah.
So we would have like 2 or 3 years in advance. I'm telling you one thing: split greenwood before it freezes with that sap. That's a fucking workout.
Yeah.
That's a fucking workout there. But then I learned, especially if it's big ones, right? The great big ones, like the fucking round at the bottom of the tree, right? You don't touch those until it fucking freezes. Everything frozen. Then you split them bitches.
My oak back here, I had to fucking wait 2.5 years, 3 years to fucking split that because otherwise I couldn't get the split. Like everything bounced out of it. I couldn't even get a fucking wedge in it.
Well,
that fucking sucked.
I learned this, so it depends on the fucking split balls, fucking the size of the wedge, right? See, Dad had this fucking metal one too, right? Great big old head on it, right? You would think it would go through wood easier than the small headed ones, right? That motherfucker would bounce more than the small headed ones. Well, I ain't using that motherfucker. You know.
Yeah.
But that's one thing I love. Like when I started burning wood, you know, I had my own place. I said, I ain't split shit by hand no more. I went and bought me a fucking pneumatic fucking log splitter. You know.
Yeah. Man, I wish I could have used one of those as a kid. They didn't let me.
I mean, well, we didn't have like Grandpa had one that I hooked on the tractor, right? But I was not allowed to use that one at all. Yeah, which in a way it made me stronger. Okay, great. You know, gave me hell of endurance right there. But like when I got mine when I was an adult, and Dad came over, I split wood. He's like, "Where'd you get that at?" I said, "Well, fucking at Orstman's at the Farmer Home Store." He's like, "Oh, okay." Next thing I know, my dad's fucking, "Hey, I'm coming to borrow your fucking splitter." I was like, "Oh, okay." Well, Dad was
That's when you like remember all those days I wasn't allowed to use it.
Well, we was too poor to have one. That's the thing. We was too fucking poor to buy one. You know,
we had a really nice gas hydraulic one, and it was fucking awesome. But I wasn't ever allowed to use it.
Yep.
They made me do it all by hand.
Well, I would too if you was such a jackass growing up.
Yeah, I mean, but I didn't always have to do it because I got in trouble. Yeah. We used it for heat. We used it for our heat, and we had a wood burning stove in our kitchen in Arkansas and everything else. So, I mean, we used it for that too. You know?
Well, same with us. We you know, growing up, that was our heat source. I mean, we had electric furnace, right? But Dad did not like turning it on at all because it cost too much money.
Cost too much.
Yeah. I mean, and Dad still got that same furnace that was put in the house in 1978. It's still fucking operational to this day.
Nice.
Because they always used it as a backup. And we didn't like.
I wish I could have a fucking wood burning stove in this house.
Yep. That's what I'll miss having. I miss my old house because when I first built the house, I didn't put a wood stove in, right? Then Amber and UE started raising their electrical rates, right? So my electrical bill went up from, because I was everything electric in my own house. So it went up from $80 in the wintertime up to $120. I was like, fuck this, I'll put a wood stove in, right? Which dropped my electrical rate back down to $70 a month in the wintertime.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but the wintertime or summertime with AC running, it was no more than $90 a month with AC going, and I kept the house at 69 degrees.
Nice. Yep. Yeah, I haven't turned the air on in the last week and a half, 2 weeks. Yep. And today it got hot. It was like 70 degrees in here. That's hot to me.
Yep.
Because I normally keep my shit at 70 or 68 or lower.
Yep. Well, I mean, I keep the AC on even when it's like last night. It didn't kick on at all last night. The AC did because it got down to the 50s.
It's 71 right now in my house. I don't like it.
That's why I keep the AC on. If it, you know, like when it cools down at night, like it has been, yeah, don't kick it on. That's fine. You know, I'll just turn the fan on when I go to bed. You know.
Yeah. Well, at night, if it's cool out, my house stays pretty cool during the day. My house is cooler than my mom's during the day because my front is north facing, hers is south facing.
Yep.
So I get a nice cross breeze and everything else too. But yeah, her house is normally 5 to 6 degrees hotter than mine if she has her windows open and I have mine open.
Yeah, I have an attic fan that I can open up some of the windows right in the house, get that cross breeze going.
I love attic fans.
But mine, it's the original one that built in the 70s, right? That they put in the early 70s. That motherfucker louder than hell.
I love those fucking fans. We had one in Bluegrass when I lived out there, and it was remember we closed on the house, and then that night that we stayed in the house, we used the ceiling fan, and it ripped the ceiling down in the master bedroom.
But what
Because
was,
it was so goddamn strong, and there was a crack in the fucking seam of the drywall.
damn. One of these days, I'm gonna fucking have a new attic fan put in, right? One that's a lot more quieter. You know, because if I don't have the attic fan going with the windows open, no, there ain't no cross breeze through the house. You know, even with ceiling fans going.
Yeah.
You know. But I don't like using it because the one I have right now is so fucking loud since my burner go off. I'm like, oh, fuck you. Nope.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's loud.
Hmm.
It ain't quiet. It ain't quiet. So.
Oh, I cannot sit outside. I'm
Plus
getting
my
fucking
algae
ate up.
too. You know, it depends on if the pollen's high with my algae. You know, if it makes me fucked up worse than what I already am sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, if I leave the windows open, especially at night. So I just keep them closed, the windows closed all the time, and fucking if I gotta turn the AC down just a little bit, couple degrees, I'll do that. You know.
Speaking of, you just reminded me I need to run to the store and get my son allergy meds. Damn it.
Shit, I had
Did
mine
not want to
shipped
leave
in.
again tonight.
Shit, I had mine shipped in from fucking Sam's.
Well, he ran out, and I didn't realize that until last night, and his nose and stuff was going like crazy. So I am gonna have to go do that tonight still. Damn it.
That's like River. I fucking keep it. You know, I keep Zizol for him for that. Because Zizol works better for him than Zyrtec does.
Yeah, I can't remember what kind we used for him. I have to look and see. I think it was a generic, like a Walgreens.
Because Zizol is basically fucking Zyrtec, but it's more concentrated. So it's stronger than regular Zyrtec. You know.
Yeah, my son gets his allergies from his mom. He's allergic to cats and stuff too, like her. I don't have any allergies.
Well, not yet, but eventually you might not. But eventually your body might change. You might get them.
I don't know. 45 years of no allergies. I don't know.
I didn't start having allergies until I was out of the Navy. You know, I had no allergies at all.
Yeah, but you would think being in Afghanistan and Iraq and all that it would have fucked up my shit with the burn pits and everything.
Yeah, you're lucky you don't have breathing problems because of fucking burn pits. Or the AFFF and all that shit we had on the ships.
That shit used to fucking, the burn pits in Iraq used to fucking be right outside where I lived, and that shit every day would fucking, you wouldn't even be able to see almost because of the smoke. It was so bad. I covered my fucking face though when that shit happened because it was so goddamn thick. It's crazy how they fucking did that shit to us.
So like my asthma, it's been traced back to fucking AFFF, fucking all the synthetic lubo that we had to have heated for the turbines for the 2500s.
Yeah.
All that shit. You know, I'm sure Rocky's the same way being in DC, but you know, around AFFF because he's got asthma too, like I do. Yeah, because out there I was like, I couldn't find my fucking inhaler. When I put it on the table that night, that first night you was out, I got the same one. I forgot where I put it that night. I thought I put it back in my bedroom. I was like, where's that motherfucker at? My inhaler. I was like, God damn it. Did Rocky fucking take my inhaler thinking it was his? I was like, God damn it. I looked on I know, but then I looked on the table. I was like, oh, I left it here. You know.
You be always blaming me and it's your own damn fault, sucker.
Well, because you was looking at it like, hey, I got the same one as you do.
Aye, but it wasn't me.
But I just use that for a fucking backup in case that maintenance bed don't work. So
yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I don't have asthma. I don't have anything like that. No breathing issues. And I mean, I smoked and I vaped and all that. And after I stopped smoking about 12 years ago, it's been about 12 years ago now, I stopped smoking and started vaping. But then, up until about a year and a half ago, I stopped vaping even. I just up and stopped one day. I was like, I'm fucking done. So just quit.
Yeah, see, like River, he's had allergies since he was a baby. You know, and his would get so bad, it would induce asthma on him when they got so bad. You know,
Yeah, like Landon can't breathe like through his nose and shit. It irritates his throat. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have anything.
yeah, just be glad you ain't like me, fucking hacking every fucking morning. And I thought because I smoked all those years, right, it was from that, right, for smoking. Then when I quit
Yeah.
smoking, 6 months to a year, about 6 months later, I was like, what? I'm still hacking. You know, that's why I found I had allergies. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I said, oh, that's what made me hack. It wasn't the fucking smoking.
Yeah. No, not. And
Yeah, 'cause
like I said, I've been doing all right, like as far as breathing goes. No issues with that. So
yeah, y'all
Oh,
heard me
man.
that first morning out there. You're like, what the fuck is wrong with Gilly?
I heard you every morning. What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying that first morning, you're like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Remember that River
Well,
goes,
I knew
he does it all.
that was coming because,
The River goes, he does it all the time.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's my dad.
Oh no, I have to do that not every morning, but seems like every morning when I wake up, that's one of the first things I do that I have to do. Because if I start hacking if I'm taking a shit, it cleans me out really fucking quick though. That sucks trying to hack and take a shit at the same time. Then you got the fucking trash can, right? Fucking hacking in that motherfucker. I'm like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah. Yup. Oh man.
We'll go ahead and end it.
Yeah, we might as well.
I know,
Yeah, we
Rocky,
can do that.
He's been waiting to end it, so
I gotta attend to some things, boys. I had fun talking.
You could
to
have
guys.
gone to attend them while we were talking.
I know, but I hate doing that. I don't want to leave. All right. Well, here it goes. Here it goes, sailors. All right.
Rocky is the gay talk there, just like the rainbow flag.
Shut up. All right. Pfeiffer's departing